Morning, welcome to Sewing Street on this glorious sort of rainy morning. Anyway, it's Christmas in July here, so we don't care. Don't matter because we're inside and we're getting ready for Christmas. Because you know what it's like every year, I wouldn't say we, are disorganised, but this year I'm determined to get it right. And we're going to start off today with an early bird of Christmas ribbon to celebrate our Christmas in July. Early bird, Right. So you get a pack of 12. They are all 1 centimetre wide. There we go. That's about 1 centimetre is about half an inch-ish. Well, 5 mil, you know, around about between 5 and half an inch. Anyway, on each one, you get 2 metres. And in this bundle, there are 12. So you're getting 24 metres of ribbon. We've got gold ones. We've got gold with snowflakes on, spots and stars. We've got red ones with spots and stars and snowflakes. We've got silver ones with spots and stars and snowflakes, and green ones as well. So the price for this, now, it is the normal price for this, £9.99, which, to be honest, for 24 metres of ribbon, I think is really good. I'm thinking, put you on your Christmas cards, your Christmas presents, you know, or your gift tags. If you're making little drawstring bags, you'll need ribbon. £4.99? No. Half price. £4.99 for 24 metres of ribbon. So maybe you're making special gift bags this Christmas, because you might be. These would be absolutely perfect to thread around the top of them. You could put them on your gift tags. If you're hanging up your Christmas cards, you could use it for that. Maybe you're making Christmas bunting this year. These would be ideal to go across the top. You could join them together. And they are all, I'm going to open one so you can see. Which one shall I go for? Oh, I'm going to go for the snowflake one. Well, I'd like to say I'm going to open it. I should have bought a pair of scissors, really. Oh, there we go. Right. So, this is what you get, just so you can see what they look like. They're beautiful, shiny satin ribbon. This one has got snowflakes all over it. And look. Keeps going. Look at that. 2 meters. So you are on each of these rows, you're getting 2 meters. So 24 meters in total. So like that one's got snowflakes. You can see that one's got little stars and that one's got little spots. And what's lovely is that you get the same prints on all of them. So you can really have some lovely matching sets going on. They're perfect for embellishing your Christmas makes. Maybe you're making Christmas stockings and you want ribbons on them. Maybe you're thinking, well, actually, for those really special people, I'm going to tie ribbon around their presents. Well, that is, for 2 meters, that's quite a decent sized present. That's 12 big presents or smaller pieces. But it makes quite a difference, doesn't it? So say when you've got like some fabric, maybe you've bought somebody some fabric for Christmas. And then you tie it, you put it together like this, you get your ribbon. I mean, isn't that lovely? And it's a beautiful satin single-faced ribbon. You can see I love wrapping presents, can't you? There we go, look. Little bow tying. How lovely is that? You see loads there. So I think, that's 2 presents, isn't it? Really? Well, it depends on the size of your present. But look at that. That makes a difference. That makes your gift really special. Obviously, just save it for the people that are very special. So it makes something look really beautifully handmade, doesn't it? I'll undo it now because I need that fabric to sell later. And we'll be going, where's that fabric? Oh, I know, I tied it all up in ribbon. I've wrapped it. Even if you had a book, and you could wrap it in a piece of fabric. Oh, this one's coming up in a minute. Did anyone miss CL yesterday on a brand new book, Clone Your Clothes? Do you know what? We sold out of this book in like half an hour. Hundreds. Last minute, we managed to get some more, and we've actually got some left today. So if you want to encourage somebody to clone their clothes, so clone your clothes basically means if you've got an item of clothing you absolutely love, then this book tells you how to copy it. Now, we've got less than half of what we launched. We managed to speak to the publishers yesterday and get some more in. And look, there's your present. See? I think a bit of cellophane or something would look nice with the ribbon, wouldn't it? Isn't that lovely? Anyway, do check out on the early bird, $4.99 instead of $9.99, which is amazing for 24 metres of satin ribbon, red, gold, silver and green. And ribbon can be very expensive. And, you know, finding this special Christmas ribbon is not easy. If you haven't got, like, a little shop near you, then, and you can't look at it, you don't know what you're getting, this is ideal. Right, now this book, so we had CL yesterday on, fantastic. She is a trained, experienced pattern cutter and designer. In fact, she used to work on the sewing bee. On the first season, she was like their sort of sewing consultant. Her book is fantastic. What she decided was we all have those items of clothing that we absolutely love and we would love to be able to replicate, but you can never get the pattern. So she explains. Now, there were lots of you who missed out yesterday, and it wasn't till sort of last minute that we managed to get more copies of it. So we didn't really get to tell you how fabulous it was and how that we've got more of them. So it talks all about looking at your garments. So whether you want to copy a dress or a T-shirt or a blouse or a pair of trousers, she explains how to do it. Right, we've already got over 50 in baskets. Already. So she explains, look, how to measure your clothes. Now, if you want to watch the show back, she was on yesterday morning. It really is worth it because it was at 8 o'clock. She explains how you measure your clothes. Look, there's so much detail in here. Because I've cloned clothes before badly. Because I've sort of got my T-shirt and put it on a bit of newspaper, sort of trace around it, and it's sort of okay. But because CL is a trained pattern cutter, she explains how to do it properly. So even if you've just got a little T-shirt that fits you perfectly and you want the same thing, like here she's showing you, how do you trace the armhole? How do you put the sleeve in? You know, it's how to do it properly. And once you've got that pattern, you can then make it over and over again. Because how many times have you got a dress or a pin? I've got loads of pinafores and people say, oh, have you got a pattern? Oh, I wish I did. But now you can copy, even if it's a sweatshirt. Brilliant, you know, and the thing is, it's not just for you, is it? It's for all people. So if you've got, you know, a child that you've got a pair of shorts and you want to make them bigger, because we've all got a favourite garment we'd love to replicate, and this is how to do it. And you can do draping with clothes, you can do pattern, you know. And you know what it's like, you buy something maybe when you're away and it gets a little bit threadbare and a bit tatty. You can't go back, you can't ever get it again. They've always sold out anyway. Or maybe you've got a dress and you think, I love that, but it'd be really nice if I had it in red. This is how to, so once she says how to trace the pattern and then how to create it. And then how to make a toile. Now, this is the important bit. So once you've drawn your pattern, you use some calico and you make a toile, which is basically a sample of the garment. So you make a sample of the garment using calico to make sure it fits. You make all the little adjustments then, and then you can use your real lovely fabric to make it. She tells you how to adjust the seam allowances. Then the design school, how to make a capsule wardrobe. So she's done 5 garments, a wardrobe of new outfits from all your favourite clothes. So she's taken like a little vest top, a wrap skirt, some crop trousers, a shirt and a dress, and explains exactly how to do it. How do you choose the fabric? How much fabric do you need? And then she talks about upcycling, changing it as well. So you can make that basic garment, but maybe you think, well, I love the shape of it. I'd like it a bit longer. I'd like a frill, or I'd actually like some sleeves in that. This is what this book tells you. So just think how much money you're going to save. You know what you've got fits. It's perfect. Maybe you've got a favourite blouse, but it's got really short sleeves and you want them sort of 3/4 length. Or maybe you've got a beautiful dress that's just too short. Then the book will explain exactly how to do that. So like with this cami top, I was saying she loved the cami, but she wanted a little frill. That's how you can do it. She's turned a cami into a slip there. Then this is how to do the wrap skirt. So she's gone through how to clone your clothes and how to measure yourself, but then also gone into key staple wardrobe items and how to make them in a lot of detail, because these are the things you'll be doing. And then it goes all the way through how to make a shirt. So do check out on this. We sold out really quickly. We've managed to get some back. I mean, you know, this dress, so CL had this dress, and then she was wearing the orange one yesterday and copied it exactly. Morning, Rebecca. I managed to get this book yesterday and can't wait for it to be delivered. Such a fabulous idea from Susan. Well done, Susan. No, I'm with you. I really want a copy of this. It's absolutely gorgeous. Anyway, please do check out. If you want more detail about it, watch the show. It was on yesterday at 8 o'clock. You will love it. It is brilliant. Right, less than half, way less than half has gone. Well, no, way less than half is left. Sorry. More than half has gone. Really confused. More than half is gone. Way less than half are left. Way less than, yeah, only 5. No. Way less than half has gone. Oh, I'm all confused this morning. So, clone your clothes. Right, let's have a look at the menu. Let's see. We've got a jam-packed day today. So, now 8 o'clock, we've got Christmas fabrics, brand new Lewis and Irene collection, as well as some beautiful pom-pom trims and some other fabrics. And we've got a couple of Delphine kits as well. Gorgeous. Very, very affordable Christmas fabrics in this hour so that you can really get ahead with your Christmas stitching. 9 o'clock, we've got the lovely Catherine Savage in, who's a fantastic embroiderer. She, as obviously, because it's Christmas in July, has brought her Christmas embroidery kits. So if you fancy some slow, meditative stitching, you want to get your embroidery done, you think about, oh, I'm going to make some embroidery as a present. Look at the Nutcracker. A bit of metallic thread as well. Maybe you want to make it as a present. Maybe you want to make it as a Christmas decoration. She's got a whole host of embroidery kits. She'll also be demonstrating the embroidery as well. Then we've got the lovely Sandi Millichip on at 10 o'clock with her brand new Trio of Stockings design. I love the picture. I feel like those stockings are going to get set alight any minute. It's a good job that's a screen, isn't it? So we've got a pattern. Look at the stocking. This is no ordinary stocking. This is a super posh designer stocking. We've got patterns on their own. We've got kits, and the kits are brilliant. They've got bells and pom-poms and fur and satiny fabrics, gorgeous. You can make big stockings, mini stockings. Absolutely fab. We've got loads and loads of items in there and lots of ribbons and bells and embellishments. So if you fancy making proper Christmas stockings for the Christmas this year, really impress everybody. You don't need to put so much in them then. Be with me at 10. At 11 o'clock, Sandy's going to stay with me for half an hour because she's going to demonstrate how to use the Brother Embroidery Machine. Now, I know a lot of you have messaged in and said, I'd love to buy the embroidery machine, not really sure how to use it, what I'm going to do. But Sandy has got one. She's going to demonstrate how to do it. She's going to, in fact, show you how to embroider her stockings. It's a really affordable price, under £600 for an embroidery machine. So she's going to stay with me for half an hour to demonstrate it and show you how it works. We've only just got it back in stock. And I think when you are investing in a sewing machine or an embroidery machine, it's really important to see it in action, see how it works, and then you know whether it's going to suit what you want. And it'll be fab. And also, we decided we would do an Amber Makes Christmas roundup because I was looking at all the Christmas shows and I thought Amber Makes have done so many Christmas designs and we've managed to bring back a few of the kits from yesterday. So we've got the stained glass windows and the Christmas Village and Manor House, and we've also brought back some of the Christmas designs we've done in previous years. They've always sell really well, and we haven't managed to fit in a roundup show, so we're going to do that in the second half of the hour. So I'll be going through all the Christmas designs so that you can get all your kits ready. Then at 12 o'clock, Sandy will be back with me with the Frosty Flakes Quilt Kit, which is actually hanging up behind me. So she's going to demonstrate how to make this gorgeous quilt. It's easy peasy. It's so Christmassy. If you are on pre-order and you're looking at the price, that is going to go down. We are going to crash the price of this, just so you know, and significantly as well. It's beautiful, isn't it? Hang this on the wall for Christmas. It's a lovely gift for somebody. Maybe you know somebody who would like a nice lap quilt. Maybe you've got a new baby. How lovely to have a Christmas quilt for a baby. Lovely to snuggle up under on the sofa and just hang on the back of a chair. It's lovely, isn't it? And it's easy peasy. So Sandy's going to be explaining how to do that. And she's also got her Christmas apron kits. I love these. With matching oven gloves, of course. Because we do need a Christmas apron. You know how every year you put on your Christmas your apron and you think, oh, next year. Next year, I'm going to make one so that when everyone arrives, I'll have my beautiful apron on and I can wear it throughout the whole of December. She's got kits for that. She's also got the teddy book cushions. They are gorgeous. So we've got a jam-packed 12 o'clock. To be honest, I don't know how we're going to get through it all. So remember, everything is already on the system, ready to pre-order. All you have to do is go onto sewingstreet.com like this, click on Watch Live that's at the top. Then if you send me a message, tell me what you're making for Christmas. If you've got any questions, send them in. Tell me what you're doing today. Love a message. This is everything that's coming up to date. There's the new Lewis and Irene collection available in a bundle and by the half metre. We've already got some fabric sold out. Wow. We've got jumbo pom-poms that I love. They are brilliant. Now, if I was making that quilt behind me, I'd put some pom-poms across the bottom of it. I think it'd look fabulous. So if you want to get ahead, it's all on there. You can scroll down, go through it, because maybe you're popping out later and you want one of Catherine's embroidery kits, or you think, oh yeah, I'd like to get those stockings. You can get it, because you know what it's like on Sewing Street. It gets on there. The very pom-pom Christmas book is pom-pomming out. I'll have a look at that in a minute. And the Lewis and Irene collection is gorgeous. Here's Catherine's embroidery kits. She's even put the little easels in this time so that you can display them. There's a beautiful picture frame, brand new kit. You're going to love that. And if you've got any embroidery questions, message Catherine in. She is an absolute expert and will be able to help you with that. Then we've got all the navy velvet. We've got pom-poms and faux fur, and we've got bells and ribbons. I like the pink, I like that pink frost plush. That's very nice, isn't it? And we've also got a very nice assorted gold and silver sequins pack, which is lovely. Beautiful furs. I mean, it's because Christmas isn't all about cotton quilting fabric. It's about furs and satins and velvets and organzas. We've got sequins and metallic ribbon. Oh, we've got stocking kits. Anyway, it's all on there. It's all on there. Do get ahead and check out. What should we start with? Right, brand new Lewis and Irene fabric. Oh, so the new Lewis and Irene collection is called Peace and Joy. Isn't that lovely? What does this? A host of angels wishing peace and joy to the world. Celebrate the season with this joyful fabric collection. We've got a panel and we've got fabrics. We'll start with the panel. We just said that at the same time, Ben. Oh, look at this. I might even turn it the right way around. Look at that. So on the panel, you've got 4 squares. Now, these squares could be cushion covers. So that's 4 cushions, isn't it? Because you use your own fabric for the backing. It could be tote bags. It could be beautiful quilted placemats. Entirely up to you. It's gorgeous. It's very folk art, isn't it? Look at that. With the angels. Yeah, because they've got that kind of folk art look to them. You've got metallic printed in the little stars around the edge. The next one, beautiful. It is really charming collection, isn't it? Beautiful colours. I love the fact they've put the print in the border around the edge. And then you've got metallic in there as well. Lovely selection today from Fran. It is, Fran. It is. It is a good day. If you want to get ahead with your Christmas, it is jam-packed. So I'm going to be talking really fast because we've got to get through everything. Look at the doves. Oh, aren't they beautiful? So maybe, you know, we decorate the tree, don't we? We decorate the house. But if you make yourself 4 cushions, that's your sofa Christmas decorated. It's also gifts as well. You can make Christmas cushions for people. Wouldn't they make beautiful tote bags? So you could use one for the front, one for the back. You could then use the side panel, which is printed with the all the Christmas foliage. You could use the side panel to make the handles. And then there's the 4th one. Beautiful angel. I mean, they are asking to be quilted, aren't they? Quilted, embroidered. All of the gold that's printed on here is actually a metallic, and that doesn't wash or iron off. That's embedded in there. $14.99 for that whole panel. Now, what would you pay if you went into Dunelm, and the shops are available, and bought yourself 4 cushions? You would definitely pay more than $14.99, wouldn't you? You could I mean, you could cut them out, get some, if you got some fabric from because I've got the rest of the range here, you could join them together with sashing between. You could put a pieced border all the way around and you could make it into a Christmas quilt. You could make, you could do like flying geese, a big fat flying geese border right across the centre and down the middle. Then you could have flying geese all the way around the edge, and you could make a beautiful Christmas quilt at the starting of $14.99. I think that's amazing. Loads and loads of you've got this in your basket. You do need to check out. It is gorgeous. And we haven't got a massive quantity. We only got what we could. But I just think what amazing value for money. And then at the moment, if you think, oh, I don't know what I'm going to do with it, get it in your basket, get it checked out. Once you see it, I'm going to hold it up. Look at the size of it for $14.99. I would make a quilt from it. I'm going to show you the fabrics in a minute. Now, the good thing about the fabrics in the collection is they all match with the prints. So you can make this into a really special Christmas quilt or just cushions. Right, brand new today is this mega bundle. Now, this price is going to go down, which is great. So let's do it now. Let's do it now. So 5.5 meters, you get half a meter for free. So you are saving $7.99, which is fab. $71.91. I mean, this is designer fabric. I don't know why it's only $7.99. It's supposed to be, well, it should be about $8.99. So let me show you the fabrics in it. Now, the colourways that are in that panel, you'll see you've got that soft blue with the snowflakes. You've got this beautiful, you've got the smaller version of the angel. See what I mean about buying some matching fabric? All with the gold metallics on it and the reindeers. I mean, this is a beautiful fabric collection. But it's really hard sometimes to choose which one you want. So if you get the bundle, you've got all of them. All of the fabrics go together. The style, the colourways, the tone is all the same, which is lovely. You've got some larger print fabrics, and then you've got the blenders as well. So you've got that beautiful neutral snowflake. You've got the red angels. Oh, isn't that gorgeous? Isn't that beautiful? Which echoes the red in this panel, obviously. I'm thinking flying geese in this one and this one around the edge, or even the blue, and that one would look beautiful. I love the stars on that one. That's gorgeous, isn't it? I do like the fact they sort of mixed Christmas with folk art. It's gorgeous. I like that one. You see how that echoes the blue in here? Oh, it's gorgeous, isn't it? And the blues are the same. So look at the large angel in the panel. And then you've got the blue in the stars. Gorgeous. Then you've got ivory with the red star. And again, all of the gold in this is actually a metallic print. We've got snowflakes, white, they're gold metallic snowflakes. And the red on here is a real, well, it's like your folk art red. It's a real tomato red. Just move that. And then the final one is this, the pale blue. So when you look at that as let me move it over, as a whole bundle, and then if I put the panel with it, you can see how beautifully it coordinates. Because look at it's like a peachy, a pale pink, no, it's not peachy, a pale, like a plaster pink in the background of here. And then this is miniature versions. It's the miniature versions of the angel. Then we've got the doves. And the doves are in the design, within the angels as well. We've got the reindeers, and the reindeers come in this fabric here. Can you see how you've got the reindeers here, and you've got those reindeers, and then you've got the angels. So, I mean, this one and this, how beautiful are they? So you imagine if you did make it into a quilt and you put this as the border between. I mean, that is gorgeous, isn't it? Cut it up, make it even bigger, but I'd have that as the wide border. Right. So amazing, $7.99 saving. What a beautiful bundle. Now, we do have them by the half metre as well. So we'll just go them quickly, because and obviously with the half metres, if you want more than a half a metre, it will be sent as a whole cut piece. This is the most popular so far. Also, if you're getting the bundle, you'll be able to see them a bit bigger now. This has got silver metallic in it as well. Beautiful. Love that one. I think that is gorgeous. I love the blue. It's very fresh, isn't it? Then we've got the same in that sort of pale, like a plaster pink. Really is. I mean, these are designer fabrics. I'm surprised that they're only £7.99. I would have think they would be more than that, wouldn't you? Because it's beautiful fabric and it's also very soft. It's a beautiful quality. You could fussy cut all of these out as well, couldn't you? Gorgeous. Right, then I'm going to go with the angels that are scattered all across the fabric. Isn't that lovely? And the background that's printed all on the back of here is the print that's printed around the edge of the panel as well. Host of angels. Now remember, if you want more than a ½ metre, put that number of units you want in your basket. Maybe you want to make a Christmas dress and it will be sent as a whole cut piece. That is gorgeous, isn't it? I think that's my hero print. I love the blue. It's not as deep as a navy, but it's a lovely deep blue, and it really, really makes the angels sing. Literally. I think that's lovely. And that goes beautifully with the pattern. Wouldn't that look lovely as a Christmas dress? You could, you buy these Christmas jumpers, don't you? But a Christmas dress you can't beat. I think that's beautiful. And then we have angels in red, not lady in red. Lady in red, angels in red. And again, can you see that print that's in the background with all the Christmas foliage? That's the same print that's around the background of the panel, and it repeats across a lot of the prints. But these two together, that's nice, isn't it? It's beautiful. Stars. I like this. I like the blue on this. It's a really fresh blue. It's that kind of icy Christmas. Actually, that would be really nice for a shirt, wouldn't it? So if you wanted a Christmas shirt or Christmas blouse, but there wasn't too obvious, or maybe, I'm thinking table linen. Maybe you want to make some napkins for Christmas. You just need ½ metre will make you 2 napkins. If you had the bundle, you could make a whole set. It would look lovely, wouldn't it? Wouldn't it look lovely having all the, if you had all napkins in these angels? I think that would just be, what a fun thing. Although you just need some very simple, like silver napkin rings. How lovely would that look on your Christmas table? Then we've got stars in, it's like a very pale, like an ivory, very pale grey background with the red stars. And again, in the centre of the stars is that folk art pattern. So they look lovely together, those two. I mean, the collection is brilliant because it doesn't matter what you put together. Those two are beautiful, aren't they? So if you've bought the panel and you want to make cushions, get some ½ meters of this to use for the backing as well. Then we've got snowflakes. This is lovely, isn't it? Snowflakes. That'd be a nice shirt as well. But then actually, I'm thinking a Christmas apron. Then I've got snowflakes, but in that very pale plastery pink. It's probably got a better name for it. That would be very nice for a wedding shirt, wouldn't it? I know it's got snowflakes on it, but it just, it feels very luxurious. I like the sort of tone on tone. Then we've got red with gold stars. Yes, Ben thinks this looks like Next Menswear. Does it? I don't think I've ever been in Next Menswear department. Well, he says that looks like their shirts. Where have I got? That was in the bundle, Ben. Do you want the code? CLUL26. It isn't blue. It's definitely not blue. That is definitely red. Even my eyes can tell you that. It says Blue. It's not blue, it's red. Oh. Oh, I haven't got that one. That's really confusing. Okay, so when you get yours, it will be blue. Well, where's the red one then? Oh, I don't know. Anyway, what about that one? Can I have that one? How about this one? Can I have this one? How confusing is that? So that red one should be blue. Yes, it is. So that one's correct. So the red one should be blue. Little Star Cream Metallic Gold. We'll just ignore the red one. Don't know what's happened there. But what a beautiful fabric collection. Honestly, if I was you, I'd get the whole bundle because it is a beautiful bundle. But this one is blue. Do not adjust your set. Yeah, I don't know how that's... very confused about that. But anyway, at least it's part of the collection and it looks blue. Now, Levi says I've got to fold all the fabrics today. Because he said, please don't make a mess today. Please, can you fold all the fabrics? And I said, I thought I normally did. And he looked at me silently when I said that. And you know when someone looks at you silently, you think, they're not agreeing with me. So I'm religiously going to fold all the fabrics. So bear with. Oh, just talk amongst yourselves. Loads and loads of you got this in their basket, but now I'm folding it nicely, see? See how you can see? I mean, I love them. You can see them all again now. This is the joy. Brand new today. When it's gone, it's gone. We've done all of our Christmas buying ages ago, so we've only got what we've got. This really is my favourite. I think that's beautiful. So all you need is the Clone Your Clothes book. Get a summer dress or something that you like, and then you can copy it and make a Christmas one. And in fact, you could be really cool, couldn't you? So you could make your dress in this blue one, and you could have the sleeves in different colours. Right, we've also got some... Sorry, Ben, you've just got to wait for me to fold the fabric. I think it would be nice to have the dress in that dark blue and then do the sleeves in this light blue. How cool would that look? Look at that. I've folded the fabric now. Bumbleberries. So this is Lewis and Irene's plain fabric. Well, it's not plain, is it? Because it's bumbleberries, but we've put all the Christmas fabrics. Look at that, $7.49. Look at that, Levi. Did you see I folded them? It's beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful. I'll be right now. I don't have to fold anything else now. Look at that. Isn't that gorgeous? So that's their Christmas green. And instead of a plain, because we don't want a plain, that's boring, isn't it? This has got shades of like blobs of green all over it. Again, this is brilliant for even if you just need a bit to bind the edge of a quilt, or for your Christmas tableware, or you're making Christmas gift bags. That's the green one. We've got the same, the bumbleberries in red. Isn't that lovely? That is a proper Christmas red. And doesn't it look lovely with the green? If you wanted the two. See, if you get Sandi's stocking pattern from later, how nice would that be? You can make stockings in that. So that's the red. And then the last one is silver. And this has got like a metallic sheen on it as well. Look at that. Can you see the shine on that? Look at the shine on that. I think that's gorgeous. Anyway, those three fabrics together, get yourself a ½ metre of each. At $7.49, aren't they gorgeous? Right, something that has been flying out is a very pom-pom Christmas. Oh, I love this. We love a pom-pom, don't we? Right, let's have a quick flick. Deck the halls with pom-poms. 20 festive projects to make. Love a pom-pom. Brilliant to do with kids. Doesn't have to be kids, so you just do it yourself. I want to make a Christmas pudding. Look. That's brilliant. You could cover you could make these for every single present. Felted baubles, they're lovely. You could put them on your Christmas tree, hang them on your Christmas presents. Just give them as little gifts. Be nice for teacher gifts, wouldn't they? Snowman, little star. Love making pom-poms. They're gorgeous, aren't they? Tiny fir tree. And you know what? In the summer holidays, get them all making pom-poms ready for Christmas. May as well. I love the pom-pom trim. How to wrap your presents with pom-poms and make holly. Oh, look at the little mistletoe sprig. That's really cute, isn't it? Christmas stockings with pom-poms. We've got pom-pom trim as well. So it's not just about making your own pom-poms. It's also what you can do with them too. Around the house. That's cute, isn't it? The candle crown. Love the wreath. This is amazing, this book. It's only £9.99. So, oh, that's a bit classy, isn't it? Very bright. Pom-poms are all in. You go to any of the homeware shops, it's full of pom-poms. Love the snowy tree. And all you need is oddments of white and green DK yarns. They've all got a bit of yarn hanging around. Use it up. Button card pegs, they're cute. £9.99 for this book. Oh, I love the fluffy fairy lights. So you just use super chunky yarn and then you get some LED fairy lights and you string them amongst it. That is really sweet. Oh, I like the garland. There's so much in here. What a lovely book to buy someone. Oh, I like that. So rather than doing that spray snow stuff on your windows that you can never get off, you make yourself pom-poms on strings. So it looks like you've got snowfall. I mean, what an amazing book. I think £9.99, even if you only made one of them. And then it's got all of the techniques and all the materials, tells you how to use pom-pom makers, how to make them with forks, how to make tassels. This is brilliant. I mean, this is like Secret Santa book. Brilliant. Who wouldn't want that? We have got pom-pom trim available. I hope we can get to them in a minute. What's flying? Look at this. We've got to have the clear glitter PVC. Definitely. Look at this. This is what half a metre looks like. So if you want to make a bag with a clear front on it, because you know they're really in at the moment, you make yourself a bag that's clear at the front and back, and then you make fabric liners to go in it so you can change them around. This has got glitter in, brilliant for pencil cases. Maybe you want to make a sewing organiser that you can see through. Toiletry bags, but because it's got this like rainbow metallic look to it. It's got that real shimmer. Just the base of a bag. I mean, if you want to line some, you could even make yourself a tablecloth for this for Christmas. So if you had lots of people round and you wanted to protect your tablecloth, when you get it, it comes folded, but don't worry about that. If you put a piece of cotton fabric on it and iron it, it will go completely. It's beautiful, isn't it? Look at that, glittery. How lovely. Now look at the price. £2.99. It's gone. Well, I told you it was flying. It's flown. How about some beautiful threads instead? We are going to go quick because I want to get through all of this Christmas stuff because I want you to be really organised. We need to put lots of things in because it's really, you know, if you're going to be doing your Christmas stitching, you might not be doing it right now. You might be doing it in a month, but you need to get it now. How about the metallic threads? You can use them in the embroidery machine. You can use them in your normal sewing machine. It is ZGZW83. If you're using them in your sewing machine, put a normal thread, like a polyester or a cotton, in the bobbin and use this as the top thread. Just try and match it. So if you're using the pink metallic, use a sort of a pinky bottom thread. And it stitches beautifully. So if you wanted to embellish a stocking or embroider someone's name on a napkin, put this in your sewing machine. Try it. If you've got an embroidery needle, that will be better because it's got a slightly deeper groove in it, so the thread will sit in it better. We do sell those. It's only £11.99. I don't know how we've got it back because it sold out with John and Hannah a couple of days ago. Sold out on the 21st. Well, we got some back. It's good, isn't it? I think that's a great price. You're getting 7 50-metre spools for just £11.99. I think that's fabulous. And you've got green, purple, pink, bright pink, copper, silver and gold. Have a go with it. Honestly, it's so lovely. When you embroider with metallic thread, it gives it a real special finish. Loads and loads of you are checking out on that now. Be very quick. It is amazing value. $11.99 for 7 spools, and the thread is beautiful in it. Gorgeous. And it's not, and it is beautiful quality. It's Gutermann thread as well. But we have got them on the website, I think. Schmetz embroidery needles. Get those for your sewing machine. You can use it for hand embroidery as well. But I would have a look on the website. You'll find the embroidery needles. Use those in your machine. It works better. Let's use this one. This is a great pack of threads. Now, just generally, obviously for your Christmas stitching, you've got your reds and your greens, but I love this thread. It's a cotton thread. Well, it's 100% cotton, but it has a silk finish because it's mercerized. And mercerized is a chemical, it's a chemical way that they treat the thread. It takes off the outer layer, and if you take the outer layer of the cotton off, what you get underneath, and the process, the chemical process, that's the word I was looking for, is mercerization. You then get the sheen underneath. So it's not shiny, but it's got a sheen, so it catches the light. And absolutely gorgeous. Only $28.99. When we first launched this, we had bigger boxes, and they let me have a box to try, and I absolutely love it. It goes through my machine beautifully, because I'm quite fussy about my thread, and to be honest, it's not about the cost of the thread. Sometimes it's just the brand. My machine doesn't like some and likes others, but this is a lovely, and it's really, really strong, beautiful thread. What should we do the fabric next? Let's do the fabric. Now, this Christmas fabric, this is amazingly affordable Christmas fabric. Right, this has got, I'm amazed at the price of this. This is available by the half metre. Look at the price of it. This is like John's shirt yesterday, honestly. So the red background, the trees are actually metallic gold. $3.99, that's ridiculous. Half a metre, it's quilting weight cotton. It's your 44-inch width, 112 centimetres. So you get all of that for half a metre. You can multi-buy, and then you can have it sent as a cut piece. How about a new red tablecloth? Or a new table runner? All you'd need to do is cut that and bind the edges in gold or green or red. $3.99. That's ridiculous, isn't it? Right, how about the holly one? Love the holly one. Again, all the gold that is on this is why I can't believe the price, because all the gold that's on this is metallic. $3.99. Christmas holly, just $3.99 for half a metre. So if you are making gift bags, this makes it very affordable, doesn't it? Again, remember, it's 100% cotton, quilting weight fabric. Now, we've got the same fabric, but on a white background. So maybe you are making napkins or tablecloths or table linen. Then you've got this. This is the same, but with the white background. They go together beautifully, don't they? I think they are beautiful. And also, because they've got all the metallic on them, it gives them a bit more stiffness as well. I mean, I'm thinking tablecloth with that one. That's beautiful, isn't it? And then you could, if you wanted to edge it, wouldn't that look lovely? A little red edging. And because with the Christmas trees are in that gold, if you bought, like, we've got more of you who've got this in baskets than we've actually got. So if you've got it in your basket and you want it, do check out. Doesn't that look lovely as the red edging? Because the little gold comes out. Beautiful. So those are the two holly ones. I've got another holly one, but it's like on a linen base. Well, actually, I would say it's like a calico base because it's got that sort of seeded look to it. So this is your kind of rustic Christmas. Gorgeous. I mean, it's cotton, but it has got the seeds in it like calico does. So it's got that little rustic, antique-y vibe. That is very charming, isn't it? I don't know why I keep thinking. I think this year I realised I was going to make a new tablecloth, so I keep thinking about Christmas table linen. Nice Christmas apron, though, wouldn't it? But get yourself half a metre, wrap your presents. If you've got the early bird with all the ribbon, you know, still available, still got some of these, $4.99 for 24 metres. Wouldn't that be a lovely way to wrap a present? And you could make a really beautiful bag with it, or just a simple drawstring bag, depending on what you want to do. Same sort of creamy background, but this one, this is $4.99, this one. I tell you why, because it's wider. This one's wider. That's got beautiful, like, folk art type red stars. This is wider. See? Beautiful, isn't it? That's lovely. That'd be nice for your Christmas pyjamas, wouldn't it? I like that. Beautiful. Then I've got Father Christmas. Where would Christmas be so without Father Christmas? Be down the chimney. Look, isn't that lovely? I mean, that's so cute. And I mean, obviously you think, oh, wouldn't it be nice to make things for children with this? But no, we all love Father Christmas. He's so cute. I love the way he's got his thumb up. Look at him. All the detail. He's got like the white on white print. So he's got all the detail in his beard, carrying his Christmas tree. I do like the fact that he's got his thumb up in all of them. Like, hello. Hello. Gorgeous. Again, $3.99. You know, sometimes we want designer fabric for Christmas. Sometimes we want to make lots of things, so we want it more affordable. At $3.99. This is lovely. This is the last one in our affordable fabric collection. And that one sold out. Oh, there we go. Well, get those fabrics while you can, because yes. Right, Lynette Anderson fabric. Love Lynette Anderson fabric. So we've just got a pack of 3 fat quarters. It's from her Holly Berry fabric collection. So we've put 2 fat quarters in, and then we've paired it with a crimson plain Rose and Hubble fabric. So let me show you. So there's the plain one. These are all fat quarters, only $9.38. And Lynette Anderson fabric is gorgeous. It's got little scattered hearts all over it in a beautiful burgundy. It's got a nice selvage as well. Look at that. Gorgeous. May your days be filled with snowflakes and stars. Wishing you a merry holly berry Christmas. And then the green one, same print. I fancy a pound off as well, Ben. Go on then, give us a pound off. £8.38. So you get the 2 Lynette Anderson fat quarters, and you get this lovely dark Christmas red to go with it. £8.38. That's a little saving, that is. Again, you know, thinking about your Christmas makes. You know, maybe you're thinking, oh, I don't know what to buy so-and-so. I'll get them a couple of nice soaps or hand creams. Just make them a little zip purse to put them in with that. I think that's fabulous. There we go. Perfect. That's the little Christmas deal fairy for you, called Ben, who decided to give you a pound off. Right, I've got 2 Delphine quilt kits, actually. Let's do those. Quilt kits. The Stag's Head quilt. This one is red. Well, it's not red. Well, red and green and gold. So what you get in this kit, right, is you get the whole panel. Amazing. I'm just going to open it out. Right. For $19.99. So you've got the Stag's Head. It's beautiful, isn't it? So you get the Stag's Head. Then on the other end of the panel, I mean, look at this, $19.99. It's a massive panel, isn't it? You get all of the prints that you can use then for the baubles, and you also get this template sheet with it that has all of the baubles. I mean, this is proper vintage, glorious Delphine, isn't it? Look, there's a picture of the finished quilt. So you use the templates to cut out the baubles that you then put bonder web on the back. You attach them, well, you sew them on, hanging off his antlers, and then you make a beautiful Christmas quilt. So 2020 this was launched. It is 24th of October. This is vintage Delphine, isn't it? I mean, isn't that gorgeous? And you've got all of these beautiful prints. So I love the gingerbread biscuits. And you've got I love the gingerbread men and houses. And all of these beautiful prints you can then use for the baubles for just £19.99. Loads of these in basket. I haven't seen this for ages. I'm amazed we managed to get it back. We didn't have it last year at all, so we just managed to get it back. So the stag's head is actually printed in tartan. And in fact, that's why it's such a good price, because that was the price point 4 years ago. So you can quilt it however you want, if it's for inspiration, and then you quilt it and you can make it into a beautiful hanging. I mean, this is ridiculous, because this is the price that it was 4 years ago. We've kept the same price. So the panel is 140 by 80 centimetres. So look at the size of the stag's head. Can we show the picture again of it finished? See how lovely that is. So you applique the baubles on, and then you sew the lines on, or you can embroider them. And you can see what Delphine has done. She's embroidered some vertical lines and then sewn sequins off them. And then you hang that as a wall hanging, or you make it as a really big cushion. I mean, for £19.99, it's beautiful. And I love the fact that these prints, designed by Delphine, you've got on the side for all of your baubles. And it comes with the templates as well. All of these baubles. So you can make lots of them. It's gorgeous. You've got big baubles, you've got little baubles. It's up to you how you do it and how you create it. But I think that's beautiful. And I've got it in another colourway too. Morning, Rebecca. I can't believe this was 4 years ago. I know, Carol, I know. One of the first things I made keeps coming out every Christmas. There we go, 4 years ago. And at the price that it was 4 years ago. Amazing. Ben wasn't even here yet. I was. Amazing. And that's lovely to hear. Thank you for your message saying that you still bring it out every Christmas. It's beautiful. I do have it in another colourway as well. So you could buy both. You could have two stags. I mean, it is gorgeous. It's a beautiful thing to sew. So this one has got your proper, like, heather-coloured tartan. And then the bauble prints are purples and pinks and greens. Again, you will get the template sheet so that you can trace the templates, trace them onto bonder web, press them, then press it to the wrong side of these fabrics. Then you can applique them on. Oh, I love it in that colourway. Look at that picture. Beautiful. I'm amazed that this, I mean, this would normally have gone up to like £24.99 in 4 years, or maybe £29.99. But that is beautiful. Is the picture of the finished thing on the website? Right. So get the picture if you want to see what it looks like, just to give you some ideas. But really, this is about your creativity. You've got the fabrics, you've got the stag's head, you've got the templates. Then you can just hang them off. So what date did Delphine do it? 24th of October 2020. So if you go back on YouTube, you can watch her demonstrate it as well. I think that's an amazing price, isn't it? I think that's gorgeous. You could even get both of them, couldn't you? Have two hangings. I mean, it's a substantial size as well, when you look at the size of it. But then you need it, don't you, to hang all the baubles off. You could even put his eyes on if you wanted to. I think it's gorgeous. This is Delphine at her finest, isn't it? This is what she does brilliantly. She draws these, you know, and that's beautiful. To try and draw that yourself, to get those shapes, and then her inspiration of hanging the baubles off. I mean, it is just quintessential Delphine. Absolutely gorgeous. Right, let's talk pom-poms. I love pom-pom trim. And pom-pom trim is brilliant for, like, putting around the edges of blankets and throws. Look at this. Look at the size of these pom-poms. We've got it in white and cream. There are 10 metres. I've got white. I've got 10 metres of white pom-poms. Put them round the, if you've got the Delphine hanging, you could put them around the edge of there. Put them on stockings, put them along the bottoms of gift bags. It just makes them extra special. All $39.99 for 10 metres. That's ridiculous. They all come on like a cotton tape. And you sew that within the seam so that the pom-poms are hanging off. That's the white one, 10 metres. The pom-poms are 36mm diameter. It's about 1.5 inches. We've also got them in cream. 10 metres of pom-poms in cream. Because if you're doing a lot of pom-pom trim, like around the edge of a quilt that you've made or a throw, you'll need those. We've also got smaller pom-poms. I love the fact, because normally, you know, when you go in the sewing shop, you go, well, can I have a metre of that? But this, you get all of them. What's the price of this one? 11 metres, $14.99. So the pom-poms themselves, there's only 4 of these left. The pom-poms are like a centimetre in diameter. You can hand sew them around the edge of something. You could put them on your Christmas tablecloth. You can, if you sew that tape inside the seam, that would be fabulous, wouldn't it? And we've got them on the website in other colours. We've got cream, grey and brown. So do go through the website for the other colours as well. Right, let's go thread. Which one? Oh, yes. Let's do some thread. Again, this is your Metla thread. Beautiful quality. Isn't this a lovely collection? Now, if you're like me and you spend your whole time mending people's denim jeans, this is the ideal, because you always need the right blue or black or grey. It's brilliant for mending jeans because it's brilliant colours. This is beautiful thread, 100% cotton. You've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 spools. It actually says that on there. $12.99. $12.99. We've also got it in the autumnal colours of reds and oranges and yellows. Gorgeous, aren't they? Just $12.99, and it is beautiful to stitch with. I've got another pack here, Gutterman thread. This is lovely. This is all your pastel colours, and it comes with a seam gauge as well. Absolutely perfect for matching all your little corners and your angles. Adding your seam allowances. Great price, $13.99. And you get the seam guide as well. It's 100% polyester thread. How nice. How many spools have we got? 8 spools. Always good to add to your thread collection, isn't it? Oh, how about the sewing? How about the Debbie Shaw Vintage Collection of Aurifil? How have we got this? Signed. So this is, we asked Debbie, I think this is when she was working on Sewing Street, to put together an Aurifil collection. I'm just going to open them and show you what you get. So these are all beautiful vintage colours. So if you love sewing with vintage colours, these have been hand selected by Debbie Shaw, and you get these beautiful colours. You're getting 6 spools of Aurifil, and they're 50 weight, so this is your normal sewing machine weight. And there's 1,300 metres in a spool, just $52.99 for the whole box. That's beautiful, isn't it? And this really echoes the vintage colours that she likes sewing with as well. Loving that collection. What other threads have I got? Oh, let's do the glitter felt. Have we got any glitter felt left, Ben? Look at this, glitter felt. 12 pieces of glitter felt. So if we're thinking about doing a bit of crafting over the summer holidays, you always need glitter felt, don't you? I'm just going to open it up. You get 12 pieces. Each one of them is 30 by 20 centimetres, 30 by 23, and they are all, look at how, can you see the shine? So look at that. It is smooth though, and it's beautiful to cut out. So you've got like that when you've got the grey background. So you've got 2 of the light pearl, bright silver, green. Look at the green. That's like elf green, isn't it? Gold, 2 gold, 2 rose gold, and 2 red for just $8.99. So if you're thinking about your Christmas crafting, for $8.99, that is a fantastic price. It's obviously glittery, but it's smooth. It's not super because you've got that metallic feel to it. But the back of it is like normal felt. And then the front, so see if I show you, look, there's the back. Oh, there we go. It's just normal felt. And then you've got the glitter on the front. But I think for £8.99, the fact that you're getting all of these, that you're getting red, rose gold, bright gold, elf green, bright silver, and then a pearl, that's an amazing price, isn't it? And it's good to get it now. That is your Christmas crafting sorted. Absolutely loads of you have got this in baskets. I'm not surprised. It's gorgeous, isn't it? Just think of all the felt applique you can do. When you've got your fabric and you think do some stockings, or maybe you just want to do really simple crafts with kids and make bookmarks and little purses. Having a little bit of this glitter. I think £8.99, that is a really good price. It's acrylic felt. All of the rectangles are 30 by 23 centimetres. So they are, is that like I think that's A4 size. Yeah, a little bit bigger. Bit bigger than, look, there you go. Bit bigger than A4 size. Fabulous. Anyway, please do keep checking out with that. Loads of you got in baskets. So, oh gosh, we are a bit late. Right, I'm going to go for a quick break, and then we've got Catherine in with me in a few minutes' time, where we're going to be doing the most beautiful Christmas embroidery, full kits, everything you need in it. Catherine's going to show you how to embroider it. You're going to love it, and I'll see you back here in 3.
Shopping with Sewing Street couldn't be easier. You can shop via our website at www.sewingstreet.com, where you can watch our live shows and see all the products from that day. We also have a huge amount of products on our website, from your sewing room essentials to fabrics, sewing machines, and much more. You can download and shop on the go with our Sewing Street app. Simply head over to your app store and search Sewing Street. Alternatively, you can contact our UK-based call centre 24 hours a day on 0800 001 4433. Shopping made easy at Sewing Street.
Never miss a show by watching on the go with the Sewing Street app. Head over to your app store now and search Sewing Street, and simply download to your smartphone or tablet. You can watch the shows live and see your favourite presenters and guests. Click on the Today button to shop all of the products that are featured in today's show. Want to know what's hot? Then click here to see today's bestsellers and highlights. Have you missed a show or want to watch one back? Then click the schedule button and you can go back 7 days to watch and shop, and you can also see what's coming up over the next 7 days. Want to say hello or ask a question to our guests? Then send a message to the studio. You can also keep in touch with all the latest news, events, product launches, and much more by clicking here for our social media pages. Never miss a show by watching on the go with Sewing Street.
Here at Sewing Street, we only charge 1 P&P throughout the day. You can add as many items to your basket and check out and still only be charged once. Once you've checked out the first time and want to order again, you simply add the item to the basket and click on the Combine Order button. Remember, standard P&P is £4.95. Charges may differ for outside the UK. Or upgrade to our premium option for £6.95 on certain items. Shopping made easy at Sewing Street.
Our UK-based call centre is always on hand to assist you 24 hours a day, 7 days a week.
Every day, our experts will bring you a wealth of knowledge. They'll take you through the steps of making projects, and we feature fabulous tips along the way. Whether you're new to sewing or a seasoned pro, you're sure to learn something new. We're live every day from 8 AM till 1 PM, and you can also watch back all of the demonstrations featured on the show on our YouTube channel. Not only is Sewing Street live from 8 AM till 1 PM on Sky 670, Freeview Channel 73, YouTube and the Sewing Street app, now Virgin subscribers can watch on Channel 754, which means there are more ways to watch your way with Sewing Street. Did you know that we can deliver to over 20 different countries worldwide, spanning 4 continents from the UK to Australia? Check out our website for the list of countries and delivery costs. Sewing Street, stitching the world together. Did you know at Sewing Street that on various products we offer split pay? That means on certain items you can spread the cost over 2, 3, 4 or sometimes even 5 interest-free monthly payments. Just pay the first instalment when you purchase and you're away. So shop your way with split pay.
Keep up to date with what's on Sewing Street as well as all the latest news and special offers by signing up to our email newsletter. Go to sewingstreet.com and scroll down to the bottom of the homepage. Type in your email address and click the envelope. That's it. You'll never miss out on the latest news and special offers ever again.
Never miss a show by watching on the go with the Sewing Street app. Head over to your App Store now and search Sewing Street and simply download to your smartphone or tablet. You can watch the shows live and see your favourite presenters and guests. Click on the Today button to shop all of the products that are featured in today's show. Want to know what's hot? Then click here to see today's bestsellers and highlights. Have you missed a show or want to watch one back? Then click the schedule button and you can go back 7 days to watch and shop, and you can also see what's coming up over the next 7 days. Want to say hello or ask a question to our guests? Then send a message to the studio. You can also keep in touch with all the latest news, events, product launches and much more by clicking here for our social media pages. Never miss a show by watching on the go with Sewing Street.
Welcome back to Sewing Street. Now, I am so excited about this because this hour is all about embroidery, which is one of my particular passions, with that and crochet. I've done loads of embroidery. I really like it. I used to work on Love Embroidery Magazine, which I very sadly had to move away from when I joined here. But that was my last job before Sewing Street, and I absolutely loved it. So I'm delighted to see these kits because they are beautiful. I was lucky on the magazine that we got to see hundreds of kits all the time. So you kind of know when a kit's good quality and the materials in it, and you know when you think, not sure about that. These are beautiful quality kits in the sense of materials, but also in the sense of the design, so you are going to love them. So Catherine, do you want to come and join me? Because you need to meet Catherine, who designed them, doesn't you? Hi, Catherine. Lovely to see you today. These are beautiful, absolutely beautiful. So I know a bit about it, but tell everybody, how did you get into embroidery and designing even?
I guess it all started when I was 7. My gran taught me. So summer holidays were spent stitching. I wasn't as good as knitting, and I wasn't very good at crochet.
Okay.
But I really enjoyed embroidery. And then it kind of became a bit of an obsession. And then I went on and studied at uni, and then never stopped. So,
What did you do at uni?
I did product design development.
Fantastic.
Yeah, and there was always embroidery sort of adding on, wherever you could.
Right, okay. So everybody else wasn't doing that in theirs?
Maybe not. No, everyone sort of had their own sort of specialism.
Okay, cool. So you were the perfect person to then develop a kit.
Yeah. So I went off and did some other things for a little while.
Yeah.
Proper jobs, and then I've come back to embroidery. So yeah, putting a kit together.
How nice to have an improper job.
Yes.
And a really lovely one as well.
Yeah.
So your kits have got everything you need in them, which I think is brilliant because it's so lovely to get a kit. Let me show you one of them. I'm going to start with the new one, just so you can see what's in it. Let me find them. Where is it? There it is. Now, this is your brand new kit. So all the kits are put together in the same way, and we'll go through all of them. But I wanted to start with this because this is the brand new one.
Yep.
I mean, it's beautiful, and everything you need is in here.
So yeah, so when I pick up a kit, if I want to pick it up and just know that I don't have to then go off and find.
Absolutely.
I need to go to the shop and buy this. I need to go and buy this, and you might not use the same things that the person's explaining and talking through.
Right. Or different coloured threads.
Yeah.
And that's really annoying, isn't it? Because it never looks quite the same.
Totally. So if you want to be able to create that design, you might want to make some changes yourself. But if you want to do that design, having everything inside makes sense to me.
It's gorgeous. So why did you do this one then? Because this is the brand new Christmas one. I mean, it's gorgeous, isn't it? You can put a photo in it.
Yeah.
A postcard.
I think at Christmas you often do have, like, you know, maybe a card, something. You know, you often have more things out on display.
Yes.
So I often have some pictures, and actually they didn't have a home, so having something like this has now sort of given them a nice little home to kind of make.
And it would be a lovely gift for somebody because you could
Yeah.
put a special photo of their family or them
Yeah.
or the dog
Yeah.
or the cat or something. So the way it works is that the design is embroidered around the edge. It's stunning, isn't it? And then it's just got like little stitches, so it's not stuck in. You just slip it in and then you can put that there.
Yep,
You
so
could
you
put a
can
little
change it.
message then, couldn't you?
Yeah, a message, a menu. You could put all sorts of
true.
things in.
Oh, it would be lovely, wouldn't it, for like your special Christmas cake menu?
Yeah.
Couldn't it?
I mean, you don't have to display it like that. It could be displayed sort of
Oh, of course.
that way
yeah.
too, if you wanted to have more of a portrait rather than
Oh,
a
yes,
landscape.
yeah, of course, yes.
So it's quite versatile.
Yeah, so if you've got a portrait photo, you just hang it like that instead.
Yeah, or move the fabric around.
Absolutely beautiful, and I love the way that, I mean, and you've done it for a standard photo size as well. Now, we've got loads of these in baskets, so you need to get checked out. Catherine taught me to do French knots at a show earlier this year. She's lovely and the kids are excellent from Kate in West Midlands. Oh, thank you, Kate. I love your messages. Do you know, it's when someone shows you,
Yeah.
it's like, oh, wow.
I think actually someone...
Right,
came
let's
to me
have a
and
look
said-
at what's in the kit, and then you will see. Right, I'm just giving you a quick warning. There are more of you who've got this kit in baskets than we've actually got. You know? So just be very careful. We don't have hundreds of them. We've only got what Catherine can actually produce. So she's making them herself.
Yeah,
So
they're
we
all-
only want to have what she can produce. But we are oversubscribed. If it's in your basket, you need to get checked out. So when you get your kit home, this is what it will look like. Nice box,
Yeah.
beautifully packaged.
Thank you.
Tells you what's in there. And then everything that you need. So we'll have a look at the instructions in a minute. You've got all of the thread that you've worked out what you need and
Yeah.
the colours.
So I always add in a little bit extra.
Okay.
If anyone does want the colour codes, I can always give it to them, but I tend to put those on just because I know that there's enough.
Yes, so it's fine.
yeah.
And they all come pre-wound. It's got metallic thread in it.
It has got some metallic threads in this one. There's a
Beautiful.
little bit of gold used on some bows and then also the corners.
And then it's got all the other stranded cotton colours that you need.
Yeah.
So because I think it's important, like you say, you know, the red that you've used in the poinsettias and the brown in the pine cones, you want to create that.
Yeah, you want to be able to
exactly the
create it in
same.
exactly the same way. Yeah.
I love the printed, this bit I love, the printed design. So there's so many different ways when you do embroidery, whether you trace it or you draw it on, but this makes it easy, doesn't it?
Yeah.
So why did you decide to do this?
So when I first started putting kits together, I did put some together where you had to like draw the pattern on. And I found that if people were new to embroidery or they don't do it a huge amount,
Right.
Sometimes they're not overly confident drawing.
Right, okay.
So if you're then having to draw a pattern on, it's not particularly accurate.
Right, and then you don't
and
get
then,
that
yeah,
finished,
and then
do
people are
you?
saying, "Oh, why can't I get it how you get it?" And often I actually saw that when I was teaching workshops, people couldn't
okay.
get it quite right, and often it did come down to the drawing. So by having it on
Perfect.
your pattern pre-printed, but not too dark, so it's you're worried, but you can't cover it over.
Yes, it's lovely because it's almost like a pale grey brown, isn't it?
And I do it so, if you're using a finer strand, it is a little bit lighter on the pattern.
I
So these little fir
yeah.
branches, for
Yeah,
example,
so if you look at
they're
this-
a little bit fainter.
They're a bit faint. Can you? Oh, thank you, Ollie.
So, and I've done that
There
on
you go.
purpose.
You can see that the little feathering bits are lighter because they won't be covered in the same way.
Yeah, so, and
Perfect.
for that, for example, you might want to maybe use one strand, or I've used 2 strands in this design, but, you might want to not use quite so many.
Right. And this is printed on 100% cotton.
Yep.
In the UK.
Yeah, UK printed.
Beautiful. To Catherine's specifications. So you can't get this anywhere else. You can only get these in Catherine's kits because they have been drawn and designed and printed specially for her. So we've got the thread, we've got the fabric, very important. Got a needle threader, very useful.
Ooh, just dropped this one, sorry.
Oh, and a needle as well.
So nice John James needle, a needle
Of
threader.
course, we love a John James needle here. They are the best needles. That's
They're not
because
far.
they're made by Ben's dad. I don't think your dad does make them, Ben, but he works there. Ben's dad works for the John James factory. Isn't that gorgeous? So you get your John James needle, very important. It's all about the quality, isn't it? If you're buying a kit, you want the quality.
Yeah, I want to use...
You're going to be spending hours doing this. So
Yeah.
it needs to be
You want to
great
enjoy
quality.
it, especially things like threads and needles. I mean, I think everyone's used bad quality threads
yes,
before.
yes.
And then, you know, your fingers hurt, and then, you know, you get so many knots.
Well, and also if the thread is not great quality, it bleeds.
Totally,
and,
yeah.
And it doesn't sit the same, it doesn't work the same.
So those are all DMC
Are
threads.
they? Perfect.
I tend to use DMC for most of my things.
So you know that the dye quality is great. You're going to get that depth of colour, and they don't run either, even more importantly. You get the ribbon, so you can tie it up. You get the hoop. And you see now it's things like this that, you know, finding the right size hoops, not the easiest thing, is it?
Not everyone has a whole, you know, repertoire of
No,
like, you know, every
also,
single
and, you know,
size
and if
hoop.
you haven't got a sewing shop locally to you, you know, and you say you put in the instructions, oh, you'll need to go and buy that hoop, that's really annoying. So, and the hoop is great because you can stitch with it, and then it's a frame.
Yeah.
Multi-purpose.
Yeah, you can frame in it as well.
And you've even put a circle of felt in.
Yeah, so I tend to back my hoops
So do you
with
cut?
this
You
felt.
cut all of these out
I have
yourself?
cut these
as
out,
well?
yeah.
Very, very keen. But that's lovely. So, oh, actually, we can show you on this, can't we? Is this one back?
Yeah. So I tend to back mine like this, and I have backed them like this a few times. If you ever see me at a show, or even now, if people want to have a look at the stitching at the back, then they can. But also, if I wanted to add something to it at a later date, I quite find it quite nice to do this, because the hoop gives it enough tension as it is.
And then the felt goes inside.
Just kind of like hide the backings.
But you could put it on top if you want. If
You could,
wanted
yeah,
to.
and you can stitch it on top as well.
So you could sort of put that on top if you wanted to hide it all.
Yeah.
Or not. Fantastic. And that all comes in the kit. So, instructions. This one is brand new today. It's only $35.99. So you think you're getting the original design that's printed onto cotton fabric. You're getting all of the thread, DMC thread, and you've got the metallic thread in there as well. You're getting the John James needle, a needle threader, and the ribbon as well, all for $35.99. Now let's have a look at the instructions, because that's important. You need to know how to do it. So you put inside exactly how to do it.
I put inside everything you need to know.
Right.
So from step by step by step by step, in the order that I would stitch myself.
Okay.
And what I've done is put. I'm quite a visual learner, so I want to be shown how to do something. Especially if it's a stitch I'm not used to, or maybe I've forgotten, or if I want tips of how maybe, you know, that person might have done it. I've filmed the instructions.
Oh, I see.
And then on page 2, there's some little links to each of the stitches.
So if you want to know how to do a French knot, you can just follow Catherine on YouTube and showing you how to do it.
Yeah, everything's written up.
Then you explain exactly about preparing your hoop, how to do all the different stitches, and what order to do it in as well, which is fabulous. So you can just sit there with it. There's even, I like this as well, there's the stitch and thread count, so you can see exactly what you should be putting and where.
Yeah.
That's really useful. Do you change it as you go along? You know, when you start, do you think, oh, I thought it was going to be that, and then...
Yeah, sometimes, I mean, the fur cone, for example, I played around a few times with how I was going to stitch that.
Right.
So I stitched it first.
Oh, it's gorgeous,
So
isn't it?
that I played around with a few times with a few different stitches.
Because it's got little straights and then little chains.
Yes, yeah.
That really does give those sort of curled over...
Yeah, kind of gives it that...
things,
Yeah.
bits, I don't know what they're called, the bits that curl over on a pine cone.
I think I called
Now,
them
we've got
stalks.
loads, if you've got this in baskets, you need to get checked out on this one. We have got other kits, but I'm just saying for this brand new one, we are oversubscribed, so if it's in your basket, you need to get it checked out. It is beautiful, isn't it? So that's the brand new one. Let's do Nutcrackers. Now, we've got different Nutcrackers. So we've got a baby one. Should we start with the baby one?
Yeah.
Because Catherine's kits do come in different sizes. This is the baby one. Look, how cute is that? So why did you design a Nutcracker then?
I don't know, I love them. In fact, my husband's slightly terrified of them, which isn't why I designed them.
Right.
I don't know, there's something so Christmassy and festive about them.
They are, aren't they? But they are a little bit scary.
Yeah.
I see what he means, but they just shout Christmas, don't they?
I love getting the Nutcrackers out, and they live right by our front door.
They do. Are they big ones?
No, probably about that sort of
Okay.
size. But yeah, so there's something really festive about
There is. No, they really are, aren't they? They do. I think as well, because the Nutcracker, he's so embellished, isn't he, as well?
Yes, yeah, and I think that's probably what really excited me as well, being able to stitch them. So, you know, being able to put, like, you know, some gold, gold threads in.
So let's have a look at the kit for that one. So $24.99 is the green Nutcracker embroidery kit. just like with the first kit I showed you, it comes in a nice box. And then show me what you get inside.
So similar to the first one, but obviously different designs. You've got the fabric that's all pre-printed, ready to go. This one's in a 4-inch hoop, so it is a little bit of a smaller one, so it's like the mini. So we've got all the fabric.
So this would be quite a good one to start with then, if you want to do something really Christmassy.
So I tend to put the kits into sort of whether they're beginner, adventurous beginner, or maybe sort of more intermediate if we're doing things like stump work. This one is a beginner kit. It's got, I think, 7 really nice, easy stitches to kind of get you into embroidery, or, you know, something, if you've done lots of embroidery, it's just one you can sit on the sofa and not really think about too much.
Okay.
So it's a nice little kit. It's got all your threads again.
I mean, it's lovely. It's a nice thing to buy for yourself to do, but it's quite a nice gift because it comes all beautifully boxed. If you're thinking about getting ahead with your Christmas gifts, what a lovely gift to give somebody.
Yeah.
Because it's beginner and you've got those YouTube videos, you can be confident if you give it to someone, they'll be able to do it.
Exactly, and that's partly why I put the videos in, because if you're buying it as a gift, and people do buy lots of kits as gifts, you don't know what someone knows and what they
Yes,
they
that's
don't.
true.
So having that in there makes
because
life
then you
so
think
much
you
easier.
might think, oh well, they can sew, but you have no idea what stitches they can do.
Yeah, or maybe, you know, maybe if they are getting into embroidery, then this is it's a nice way to.
It is lovely,
get
isn't it? I mean,
there.
embroidery, I'm so pleased, is becoming increasingly popular. I think people are going back to the slow stitching.
Oh, it's so relaxing.
It is so relaxing.
I mean, I can lose many conversations sometimes at home, you know, the ones you don't want to be listening into, things you want to tune out of. What was that, sorry?
I know, I'm just embroidering. I was looking at all those ladies on Bridgerton embroidering, thinking, how nice, that could be me.
Oh, yeah.
I don't think it would have been, though. I think I'd have been one of the servants.
Eloise.
Yeah, but I like the idea of I'm just sitting there embroidering.
Yeah, there's something quite relaxing about it.
And it grows, and it's like painting, isn't it? But you don't have to be artistic, which I love, because I can't draw at all. So I love the fact that I can get something like this, and I can create that without actually having to
Totally.
draw.
And one of the best bits with, I guess, painting, once you've done something, it's fine. It's often quite final. Whereas embroidery, if you're not happy with a stitch, you can take your needle out and undo.
Unlike painting or colouring in, where you've had it then.
That's it.
So you get all of the threads, and they're all put onto a card ready for you. All beautiful quality, because it is all about the quality. And I think when you've spent this time, you want to be able to look just right. But also, I always think about the time it takes to do this. It's the most amazing value for money hobby, because it's £24.99. You know, it's going to be less than £1 an hour, isn't it? Really. What are you going to get any hobby like that for?
Really, really take your time.
Yeah, but it is, you know, and I think it's important to use these quality items in there because you just get that better finish. You get the needle, obviously.
Yeah,
and the needle threader. And the needle threader. So don't worry if your eyesight's not brilliant. You've got your needle threader and your beautiful hand-cut piece of felt.
Yep. I'm working on that.
And the ribbon. And full instructions as well. So that's the baby. So let's have a look at the other two.
The other two, so that one's also new for today.
So this one is brand new.
Yep, brand new as well.
Wow, we've got 2 brand new kits
Two brand new ones. And then this is, there's 2 kits, and they do look a little bit similar. One is the red one.
Okay.
Sorry, turn it around that way. And one is the blue one.
All right, so we'll start with the red one. Then you just have to choose.
Yeah. So, if you look at them both side by side, they are exactly the same design. They are, and within the kit, you get everything. It's you either get the blue version or you get the red version. So this is the red one. What I've done though, and they look slightly different if you have them side by side, is I've stitched them in different ways.
Oh, okay.
So what you can do though is one is a slightly easier way and one is a slightly harder way.
And that's in the instructions.
And it's your decision.
Oh, okay.
So throughout the instructions, you can either choose option 1 or option 2.
Oh, I see.
So the only decision you really have to make is between would you like the red version or would you like the blue version?
So, and it's up to you whether you go for the beginner easy or whether you want to stretch yourself or maybe...
Yeah.
Or maybe as you go along, you think, oh,
I actually prefer how that's been done like this. Yeah.
Okay, so this is the red version. Again, $35.99, and you get everything. Loads of these in baskets. So you are getting. I like the fact you've coloured this one in as well.
Yeah. So
look at the the fabric for this?
I'm really indecisive, but when it came to the face of the Nutcracker, I was really indecisive. So I've also coloured the Nutcracker in the pink and then also a peach, but you might choose a completely different colour altogether. But so you don't have to.
Oh, I
and that's
like
why
that.
that's why
So
I've coloured in.
if you look at the face, you think, oh, that's too fiddly, I don't want to do that.
Yeah.
You can just leave that printed. I like that though. I like it when you get embroidery where some bits are printed and some bits are.
Yeah, I like to do that on.
I mean, or
on
you might get to
designs.
the face at the end and think, well, I'll just do his moustache.
Yeah, and,
But
then,
you
and that's
can
absolutely
just
fine.
leave him like that. And obviously with the red one, you've got all of the thread, but you've got a reel of gold thread.
Yes. So because there is a little bit more gold thread and there was an option to, you can do the stitching in 2 different ways.
Right.
You will never use all of it, but I think it made sense to put the whole one.
Well, yeah, and also it saves you having to pull it all off and count it up. But you get a whole
get a whole-
reel of DMC diamond thread.
Yeah.
And you get all of the threads as well. Obviously, you get the embroidery hoop, the felt, the needle thread of the needle, and the ribbon. And then the blue option.
The blue option, it looks very similar. Shall I get the blue one?
Yes, yeah, let's see the blue. So remember, the blue and the red are exactly the same. It's up to you how you stitch them. So this is the blue option. So the blue option, Catherine has stitched in the more advanced way.
Yeah, so we've got a bit of turkey work here. It's got that lovely fluffy.
Oh, that's nice. So that's proper embroidery. That's not just a bit sewn on. That's turkey
Yeah,
work.
that's and then the way the stars, actually the stars not different. When you have to do any twists or anything or loops with metallics, they don't move, they don't
Okay,
bend in
so
in
that's
such ways. So it's a little bit harder.
Gorgeous, isn't it? $35.99, and again you get everything in there. But this time the blue one is more silver, so you get the silver thread. You get all of the DMC threads, and again you get the cotton that's printed with his face as well, so you can choose whether you do that. So the blue and the red, as you can see, if I show them together, they're exactly the same, so they're lovely to buy as a pair, because then you can have them together, and then it's up to you whether you go for the more complicated one or the easy one. And you don't have to make that decision until you get started.
Yeah, no, you could, you can start maybe doing some split stitches, and then you could move on and do the trousers as a satin stitch.
Okay.
You really can, because the instructions are longer than many other instructions I've written up, because you do have, here's option 1 and then here's option 2.
Right,
So you
okay.
can stitch it how you like to.
Oh, fantastic. So that's the blue and the red one. Right, and then the others, we're going to do all of them to start with. Let me take...
Which one would you like next?
Which one should we do? Let's do the robin. I love the robin. Okay, the robin is the second most popular after the new ones. We'll have to put them all back in a minute. Look at that. Merry Christmas. I mean, that is the most beautiful Christmas decoration, but it's a lovely gift for somebody as well, isn't
Yeah.
it?
So this started out life as a commission, and someone actually, I've been doing mistletoe for quite a long time, and someone messaged me and said, would you make a robin for me? And sort of designed something up and said, how about this? And she's like, I love it. And then I then put it up to do more commissions, and I don't do those anymore, but yeah, it became really popular.
Oh, okay.
And actually then it became a kit.
Oh, well, it's a perfect kit. And it's got little beads in as well.
Yes, it's got some little beads. It's a really nice split stitch. Is just one of these really nice, relaxing stitches. And then the
I love that. You've done
Yeah,
that so that it's like
Candy
candy
cane,
cane.
yeah.
Gorgeous. So let's have a look at the kit for that one. So in the robin kit, $24.99. Obviously, you get all the instructions and the stitch guides. That's the same for everything. You've got all of your DMC thread, your needle, and a little bag of beads.
Yeah, to kind of keep them in.
Because obviously they're used for the little snowflakes. And then you get the embroidery hoop, the ribbon, the needle thread, and the circle of felt. Same with all of them. And then this is the printed fabric. So it's easy peasy to do. It's all on there. So that's amazing. So it goes from that to that. There we go. Beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful. Right, and we've got one little one and a brooch left.
Yes. Which one would you like first?
Should we do the mistletoe first? Yeah. I think that's really cute. I love that. I just think that's beautiful, isn't it?
It's a really nice, simple design.
Beautiful.
yeah.
And I think that's sometimes with embroidery, when you keep it really small and really simple, it's just delicious, isn't
Yeah.
it? I think that's great. Where's the kit for that one?
Oh, that is in a little red box.
Oh,
over
yeah,
there.
in a little red box. Here it
It's the
is
one
over here.
tucked right at the back.
And you know what? Once you've done this as well, what I'm thinking, because you've obviously got the design in here,
Yes, the design's-
you can use that on something else, can't you?
Yeah, totally.
So you could embroider this on your Christmas blouse, make everyone come and give you a kiss. It's just such a delicious
Yeah.
design. And the same with all of them, that once you've got the kit, because the design is printed here, you can use it again,
Yeah.
using your own thread. It's got a little hoop.
So it's a little 3-inch one, this one. What some people have done with this is paint the hoops as well. That looks quite nice.
Okay.
So you could paint the hoop a different colour if you wanted.
Oh,
Because it's
nice.
quite small, and just use some wood paint. Just paint the outside. That looks quite
beautiful,
pretty
isn't it?
too.
And there's the printed fabric.
Yeah, so all ready just to pop into your hoop and start stitching.
Easy. And then you get the circle of felt as well. So that's the mistletoe design, $17.99. Again, you've got everything in there. And this is ideal. What a lovely gift for somebody. You know, where you could gift it to them already embroidered, but a nice gift as a kit.
Yeah.
And then the last one is the brooch. The brooch, which you're wearing.
Yep, I've got one on. Wasn't sure about wearing it in July, but
Oh, it's Christmas. I know, it does feel a bit odd, but at least it's miserable and raining outside.
that is true. It
In fact,
definitely.
it's warm and wet. That's what you always get at Christmas, don't you?
Muggy.
Mild and wet. This is so cute. So you can have it, so you put the hoop in it, so you can attach the brooch to this, or you can wear it.
Yeah, because I tend to stitch always using a hoop. So, you know, you're not going to need to keep, so you keep the hoop separate afterwards. But I do tend to stitch in a hoop. So, yeah, I pop that.
I think it looks quite nice on the hoop, though, doesn't it?
It does look. I often pop it like this just to kind of display, because otherwise it's sort of, you know, it's hard for it to be. But it's I'll try and undo that. Take one out. There we go.
There we go. Isn't that lovely? What a beautiful thing. So that, you know, you keep that forever and ever. That is your Christmas brooch.
And I've
isn't
got
it?
mine.
It's
I've
really
used some
nice.
slightly more metallics in this one.
Beautiful.
but-
So in the kit, you get obviously all the instructions, as all of the kits do. So you get the hoop, so you could keep it in the hoop if you want to. You get the green thread, you get the little brooch finding, you get the piece of glittery felt.
Yeah, a few berries.
That's lovely, isn't it? Because that really gives it that beautiful shine as well. The needle, then you get the sewing thread,
Yeah.
and the green felt and the black felt. So the black felt is for the back of it.
Yeah.
So everything you need.
There's a needle threader in there as well. But
Oh.
I think I've
It's
I've
probably
dropped
full
it.
out. Maybe
Yeah.
I've dropped it. I've dropped several of those needle threaders this morning. So I think that is gorgeous. Again, lovely to have for yourself. What a nice little thing to do. And because it's such slow stitching and really concentrated, you can just sit in front of the telly.
Yeah. and
Nice
stitch
thing
away.
to take away with you as well. You know, if you're going on holiday or travelling or something. They're very portable, aren't they?
So for this one, you do need to cut out the pieces, but there's a separate piece pattern that you
Right.
can cut out and then
Oh, okay.
cut this.
And then you see, obviously, you can then use your own materials and make loads of them. Now, with all of these kits, it's beautiful. I love the fact they have all of the ribbon on them. We did have, if you've missed out on our early bird this morning, that would be perfect to go with this. Because it was, what was it, 24 metres? 24 metres of ribbon. Oh, there it is, hiding. It would go well. I mean, this is ideal because obviously you've got all the ribbons here and you could use them to wrap your kits up in when you give them as gifts, because look at all this ribbon. Oh, look, Levi's stuck that one back on. That ended. $4.99 for 24 metres of ribbon. It's all single satin face ribbon. You've got gold, silver, red and green, and you get 3 reels of each, and they look, actually the colours work really well with the kit. So if you missed it this morning, I know you weren't all with me at 8 o'clock, so if you weren't here, $4.99 half price. We reduced it from $9.99 for 24 metres of ribbon, because we're thinking about Christmas and we're thinking about wrapping presents and for your own embroidery. Don't forget that. Don't want you to miss out. Oh, yes. Right, we will talk about the easels in a bit, but let's do some sewing. We'll have to go to this
Yeah.
side, won't we? So we want to see how to do this. Now we've talked about the kits and what you get in them. So explain. So where do you start when we open the kit?
So because the fabric's all pre-printed, you can literally take your fabric out, take your hoop out, loosen your hoop. So holding onto the bolt if it's got a bolt, and loosening your hoop, laying your circular piece down flat, and then putting your pattern on top. So you want to have a nice bit of tension with your fabric. So sandwiching that in place, and tightening it back up. This one needs tightening a lot more. Bear with me.
That's fine. No, but it's nice to see how you do it. Let me just move your frame slightly out of the way. And
So
move you over slightly. There we
now
go.
that's all in, you can thread up and start stitching. So in the instructions, it will say whether it's using 2 strands or 3 strands. Rarely do I use more than 3, but it will tell you how much to use.
Okay.
So yeah, so then we can just get stitching.
Right, and where does it say where to start, or is that up to you?
Yeah, I tend to always start with whatever I'm doing. I tend to start with a back stitch or something along those lines.
Okay.
Because I kind of feel like it gets you in the mood.
Right,
for doing
okay.
more things.
So something simple.
Yeah, and if I've got lots of maybe my children around, I don't do certain stitches because I think there's certain stitches that should be done when you're feeling truly relaxed.
Right, okay. So start with the back stitch.
Not maybe on call. So yeah, so I've threaded up already with 2 strands of the dark green thread, and I always use just stretched out fingertips to my elbow. I only use that much just because I don't want to overwork my shoulder, or if I'm stitching next to anyone I like, I don't want to be hurting them either. So I'm going to pop this quickly in here because then I won't be wobbling around.
So you can use a frame if you want to, like
Yeah.
Catherine is, or you can just use it in your hand. It's entirely up to you. Everyone has slightly different preferences because some people sit at a table and do it. Some people are sitting on the sofa. You don't have to have a frame, but some people prefer to use one.
So you can see, and I'm not wobbling around.
It's easier for,
It makes it
you to
easier
see.
for demonstrating.
So I'm going to move you to the middle.
Perfect.
There we go.
I normally start with a back stitch. So we'll do a little bit of back stitch. I'm going to start from down at the bottom here, and I'm going to go all the way up to the top.
Okay.
So starting at the back, I have got a little knot at the moment for this, just for speed. You can also start with just adding a few split stitches, and then that kind of gives you a little bit of tension to continue.
Right.
So I'm going to do 1 stitch forwards. This is my back stitch. So 1 stitch forwards to get started, and then from the back, I'm going to travel the same distance forward along the line I'm going along, up, and then my stitch goes back on itself. Going back in the same hole that we went in before. So it's about 4 or 5 stitches all the way to the top. And I tend to
Okay,
start with
so now that's the height. So it's really simple. So if you've not done embroidery before, that's very simple, isn't it?
I like to start with the easier things. If it is new to someone, then you start with the easy things and then work
And the
your way
lines
up.
are so clear and easy to see. You're just stitching on top of the printed lines.
And because we're already up here, I'll show you how to do the holly leaves. The holly leaves are done using 2 little back stitches or straight stitches. So I'm going to do the corner first. So 2 little stitches into the corner. And then to create that curved line, it's sort of an open lazy daisy, or also known as a fly stitch. And then you bring your needle up, so one far corner. So I can start from here. Bringing it over to that other point of the curve. I can put my thread in the direction I want it to go, the curved way I want it to go, and bring my needle up at that midway point, and then pull.
Oh, okay.
And then to lock that curve in place, I'm going to put a little tiny
That's
stitch
really
over
clever,
the top.
isn't it? Because you're
So
kind
it's
of,
just
you've bordered
creating-
two sides of it, but with
Yeah.
one stitch.
So creating just a little curve. And then another couple of stitches.
Beautiful.
And somehow doing it this way means it actually stays quite neat at the back as well.
No, that's really clever, isn't it? Because it looks like you've just backstitched around the edge, but you've
Yeah,
done
this
two
is a little
stitches in
stitch
one,
in the
which is
middle.
lovely. So this is such a lovely craft to do yourself. It's worth getting, you know, and you've got ages between now and Christmas to get it done.
Yeah.
And what a lovely gift for somebody. You can put a special photo, or you could embroider something in the middle, or, like you say, a special family recipe. Mum's mince pies. Brandy butter.
Yeah.
That's gorgeous. Love that. Yeah, that's really effective. So just $35.99, and you have got everything you need in the kit. Remember, we've got loads of you've got this in your basket. I know you were sort of waiting to see all of them. I think it's worth getting because I think you really enjoy it. I mean, it would be a lovely memory project, wouldn't it? I mean, if you've got a lovely family Christmas photo, it
Yeah.
is a lovely memory project,
The
isn't it?
photo I put in is the first time taking both my daughters to see Father Christmas. And it's just such a lovely photo,
Yeah.
and the magic on
And,
their
it's,
faces.
and once you put it in there, it's
Yeah.
there forever. Well,
Yeah.
obviously you can take it out quite easily,
And-
but you will keep that photo then.
It's not something though we put in a frame necessarily,
no.
and like, but somehow this, you know, I'll hang this on the wall, or hang this on the door inside, and yeah, it's lovely.
Yeah, and well, and also you'll bring it out every Christmas
Yeah.
and look at it. And because the photo isn't stuck in or anything, it's just slipped in, you can change it. But it is something that you will then keep a special photo. And I think you've given it care and love by doing the embroidery around it as well.
Yeah, it's a special memory, so it deserves something
It
special
does,
to sit in.
absolutely. So that's how you work that section.
Yeah.
And then obviously there's different stitches for different kits.
Different stitches, yeah. So this kit has the back stitch. It has, for the mistletoes, I've used a stem stitch, which just creates that really lovely, it's slightly more curved when you look at it from the side, but it creates just a beautiful like texture for a
Okay.
stem stitch. It's got lazy daisies, French knots, the fir branch is using a split stitch and then some straight stitches.
Because this is where it's got the little, you can see now,
Yeah.
the fainter lines, so that you can just use one strand for that.
Totally. The poinsettia has got French knots in the middle. And the French knots in the middle for this one are actually using 4 strands, but using 2 different colours.
Okay.
So it creates a really
Oh, show us
nice...
the French knots then. Love to see that.
I actually threaded up with
Oh, well,
with the 4 strands. So I've got 2 strands. I'll hold it still. It's got 2 strands of red and then 2 strands of the green.
Oh, okay.
Because when you look at a photo of them, they are...
They are
It is
mixed
sort of
colour.
slightly
Oh,
mixed
okay.
colour in the middle.
I've never noticed that.
And I love combining colours, and it just seemed perfect for this. So yeah, some French knots, and it means every single time you
Right.
do one, it looks slightly different.
Oh, okay. Which they would anyway.
Yeah, so totally natural. Shall I stitch? I'll do this bit up the top here.
Okay.
So I'm going to do one little stitch because stitching into a French knot isn't pretty. So I'm going to start over on the edge over here. So French knots, I always end up talking north, south, east and west. So I'm right-handed. I can show you left-handed if you like. So I'm right-handed. I'm going to have my needle north of my thread and facing west. And I'm going to hold my thread sort of in a slight sort of C, like Christmas, I guess, C position. And like I'm almost like cradling it slightly. Put my needle in front and I'm going to do one wrap over and down south. So just one wrap. Adding more wraps, it's just totally not unnecessary. If you want a bigger knot, you need to just have more threads. So I've used more threads for this one because I want them to be a little bit more pronounced.
Right, so just one wrap, and if you want them thicker, use more threads.
Yeah.
Right, got it.
So pulling that down south, and then my needle is going to go in at a really similar place, if not the same place as where your thread has come out from the fabric. And then number one, so golden rule, don't try and hold your hoop whilst doing stitches. It needs to be flat if you're not using a stand. And then golden rule number 2 is to bring your knot down to the fabric. So if your knot is down here, it's not going to go anywhere. If you try and do it all in one go,
Right,
it,
okay.
it causes, yeah, it's just a lot harder. You end up with like a little flying knot. So I'm going to hold my thread out west, and I'm going to push my needle through. And then let go at the last minute.
Look at that. Perfecto. Let's do another one. So it's all about one wrap.
So one wrap, so holding the thread out west, needle north, one wrap round, pulling it down south, needle goes into the hoop at a really similar place, then pulling that knot down.
Right.
So sort of an outward movement, pulling it down to the fabric, so it's not going to go anywhere. Once the knot's down there, it's not, when you pull your thread through, it's not going to end up, you know, a few centimetres up.
Yeah, see what you mean.
Then you can give a little bit of tension, sort of holding your thread out west. If your thread's always held out in the same direction, this is the thread that actually sits over the top. So if you always hold this out in the same direction, each of your stitches are quite uniform.
Beautiful, and I love that mixture of the red and the
Yeah,
green.
the
You
two
see, so
colours are
Catherine's
so
done all the
lovely.
hard work for you. She's worked out all the stitches and the design and the fact, well, should we use 4 strands? Well, let's mix them together. And then you just need to do the stitching. So don't forget to get checked out on this one. We still have a few left, but we had loads of you of them within baskets, so you need to get them checked out. I think that's beautiful, isn't it? Right, so that basically you just follow, you know, the instructions in all of the kits and then do it that way. We haven't talked about the patches.
Oh, yes.
Have I got them over there? I'll go and get them.
Yep, got some over there.
Right, I'm just going to get them. I think they're, oh yes they are, they're under
I
here.
have another sort of pack here as well.
So these are Christmas stick and stitch embroidery patches. So what do we do, what do these do then?
So these are, I can show you with one of these as
Okay,
well.
so I'll
These
just move
are
your frame a
little,
minute.
yeah, these are little patches, and they're all, is there 11? I've forgotten. I think there's 11. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
They are the perfect way to revamp clothes.
Yes.
Or
So
create a unique gift.
You can use them for clothes, or you could add them to quilts. You could add them to anything really.
Anything fabric.
Yeah. So there's 11 different designs, and the 11th one, oh, that one has stuck together. The 11th one is actually, I've already stitched it up here.
And
So-
what are they made from?
So it's a dissolvable fabric.
Okay.
So you peel, like this one started to do something else. Peel that
How
off.
do you print on those then? Do they just go through a...
Yeah,
the
it
same sort of printing that you do?
goes through
Oh,
a printer.
okay.
So they're my designs that I've done that I
Yeah,
have then.
and they
I've then
print
printed.
on this. That's amazing.
So
Okay,
it's as simple as you peel it off like this one, stick it down.
right.
You can re-peel probably like 4 or 5 times, and if it has become stuck on something, you'll see the sticks lost a little bit, but it's fine. You then stitch over. You'd stitch over these
okay.
parts, and then do the rest of your stitching.
So if you're using like a fabric that you can't trace on, so like a dark fabric or
Exactly.
thick fabric,
Yeah.
like your denim jacket. cool would
Dark
that be?
fabrics are like
You just
perfect
can't,
for this.
or thicker ones that you can't
Yeah.
see through.
Yeah.
So you just stick them on.
Stick it on, stitch through like I've done here.
Okay.
And then once you've finished your stitching, I'm going to take that one off. You'd take it out of your hoop, or if you've used a hoop, you might not have used a hoop. Take it out of whatever you've been doing, and then you can dissolve it in some water.
Amazing.
You've got a little bowl of water
That's a beautiful bowl.
to show you. Yeah, it is, isn't it?
Very posh. That's lovely, isn't it?
It's not my bowl, it was provided.
Oh, is it? It is a beautiful bowl.
So, and you literally just pop the fabric in, and then watch the. This is this is cold water, so it doesn't
Right.
need to be warm. It would start dissolving away. You'll start
Wow.
seeing the corners curl
Right.
slightly.
Wonder what it's made from.
I don't know. It's just magic.
It's just
I could
magic.
watch it all day.
Yeah, that is amazing. So if you're doing embroidery on something, so like, you know, backpacks, I've got a little backpack I've embroidered on, and you just can't trace through it,
Yeah.
you can't see through it, you can't draw on it, it's really hard.
And drawing without a pattern,
It
even
just-
drawn on,
yeah,
is
almost
freehand's
impossible.
really hard. Yeah, so it's brilliant. You don't really need. I mean, you could use a little paintbrush if you're kind of feeling a bit impatient, or even a finger just to, you know, loosen
Oh,
it
okay,
slightly.
and it is
But
just cold
Give it a
water.
couple of minutes and it will completely dissolve.
That is magic, though.
Yeah, they're brilliant.
And you think of all the things that you had, you know, maybe you had, even if you were doing something like, maybe you wanted to embroider on velvet, you'd never draw on that. It'd be fantastic for that, wouldn't it?
Yeah, it's brilliant for doing. I mean, you could do most stitches through it. If you do a large area of split stitch and then have one or two little bits, you might need to maybe get a little pair of tweezers to remove there if it's really kind of embedded.
So
but,
in,
this is
in this
completely
pack,
gone.
so you get 11, you said?
11, yeah.
So I'm just waiting
So
for it to
there's-
dissolve. Oh, don't put them near the water. Got loads of these in baskets. So we've got a Christmas tree, a star, we saw the star, and the mistletoe, don't forget the mistletoe, that's in the
mistletoe's in
water. You get another star with a bow on and 2 little stars.
So actually, it's one of the designs I took from the Nutcracker.
Oh, from the Nutcracker, of course. You've got the little holly leaves, 2 oranges, very important.
Yeah, I like mulled wine, so.
Yes, that's gorgeous, isn't it? You know, so if you were making like a little gift bag for somebody, you could just embroider these on, would be lovely. Poinsettia, of course, holly, and a whole orange.
Yep. Oh, and there's a little gingerbread man.
Oh, and a gingerbread man, he just hid under there. There we go. And then we've got the gingerbread man. Brilliant. That's amazing price. So £8.99. So these have all been drawn by Catherine. She's had them printed. I didn't even know, because I've seen this, but I've never seen them printed on. So that's really clever.
Yeah, I find it.
It's brilliant. It's absolutely brilliant. So they all come in. Oh, they're all on one piece.
They're all in one piece, so you can cut them if you need to cut it tighter or bigger. I've tried to give enough space for each one.
But you can just cut around each of them.
Yeah.
Amazing. I think that's fantastic. Easels. I'm going to have to go back again. I should have. Oh, I've just walked into the Christmas tree. Sorry. That Christmas tree catches me every time I walk past it. So you've brought these to us because you've been up. People asked for them.
Yeah. So.
So we start with a pack of 4. Why do we need an easel?
So the easels are a really nice way of displaying your hoops. So having one of your embroideries, once it's finished, imagine this has got something in it. Oh yeah, perfect. Use a real one. So they're actually really, really nice to be able to display your work.
That's lovely.
It means you don't have to hang things on the wall. It means you can use a windowsill. They're just quite useful.
And
really.
it's wood, so it matches. Lovely.
So it often matches the hoops.
Oh, that's a nice little extra, isn't it? So this is a pack of 4, only £12.95. That's really good. And they come in a box.
Yeah, they come in a box because it's the sort of nice, safest way.
So
they're not damaged.
again, you know, they're nice because you can keep them in the box, or if you wanted to gift them to somebody. Because I've done that before when I've bought somebody a kit. I've bought them like an extra.
Yeah,
The extra
little thing.
The extra thing.
A lot of people have scissors, so sometimes they don't necessarily need a pair of scissors. I don't know a household that doesn't have scissors, but you know.
But people don't have easels.
But they don't have easels.
So how lovely. So you could buy this is the pack of 4. We've also got them in a pack of 2. So £12.95 for the 4. I mean, you could use them for other things. They'd actually be quite nice to put little photos on as well.
Yeah.
Wouldn't it?
I've had people buy them for
Brilliant.
a variety of different
and if you only want 2, so maybe you've bought yourself a kit and you want them, or you can always give one to somebody and keep one. The pack of 2, again, comes in a little box like this. And then you get 2. But just a nice little extra, isn't it? Yeah. So if you've bought somebody the kit particularly, or, you know, because obviously with these hoops, you can hang them because they've got the ribbon on, you can hang them up. But if you want to put them on a surface, it's nice to have a little easel. Yeah. They are so cute as well, aren't they? And where would you get them? That's the thing.
Yeah, they're
absolutely no idea. So how is the, I'm just going to get the finished samples. How's the...
It's all completely...
Has it dissolved?
It's completely
Or do we need
dissolved.
to wait right to the end?
No, completely dissolved. So I'll remove it now.
Have I got all... Oh, no,
no.
missing one. It's great, isn't it? Just
completely
just wait.
dissolved. So you can pull it out. It looks like it's got some slight sort of bit of gel off to the side. But you could wash it under a tap as well, and that would all go.
That's brilliant.
So it's all
and then you just let it dry.
Yeah.
And so none of those marks show.
None of the marks show. All the black's gone. We're left with a little bit of clear. It almost looks like a sort of a glue.
So if you just run that under a tap.
Yeah, run it under a tap, and that's completely gone.
So just think of all the things that you could do with it. I mean, and they're amazing price, £8.99. Right. So I'll do it with the samples because I've only got 3 minutes left. Right, so this is the brand new kit, the one that you can put the photo in. It's very, very popular. You need to check out your baskets. With all of these kits, everything comes in them. Even the gold metallic thread, and then you can put whatever you want in, or you could embroider inside. It's entirely up to you. $35.99, and you know, we've seen these, that it's all great quality. It's DMC thread, it's metallic thread, it's beautiful, 100% cotton. It's all printed here.
Yeah.
Support Britain. Well, because we've got John James needles.
That's true.
We've
Yep.
got printed cotton. We've got Catherine's designed them herself. I think it's a beautiful design. Then we've got the Nutcrackers. We've got the baby Nutcracker. I mean, these are brilliant gifts, but if you're sitting there watching the telly, you may as well be embroidering at the same time. Just think of what you can achieve.
I couldn't agree more.
But it's also so relaxing, isn't it? Because you haven't got time to think about anything else because you're concentrating on whether your back stitch straight.
And it also means you get to go back and watch, you know, your favourite programme multiple times. There's a great excuse.
It is, actually. I missed that bit because I was in the middle of poinsettia French knot. And yes, I know exactly what you mean. Then we've got the Nutcrackers. Now, I'll start with the red one. So remember that you can either do the simple version or the complex version. The instructions for both come in the kit. You just have to choose the colour. So there's the red one. And then I have the blue one. They make a lovely matching pair, by the way. There we go. And then we have the robin. The robin is the most popular.
Is it?
Yes.
I love the robin.
It is lovely, though, isn't it? And again, robin's very, very symbolic of loved ones.
Yeah.
Don't they say when a robin is near... Oh, I don't know what the phrase is.
Yeah, robin's near, a loved one.
Something...
Yeah, is near.
Yeah, something like that. And that's what they are very symbolic of. And the fact that he's... It's a he, isn't it? Because he's got a red breast. That he's holding that lovely sprig of mistletoe.
The colours, I just love the sort of the reds and the greens and
Gorgeous. It's just so Christmassy, isn't it? And this one, you get little beads in so that you can make the little snowflakes. And then we've got the most charming little mistletoe. And it is the sort of thing, you know, you could hang these on the tree, couldn't you? You can bring them out year and year. Once you've got the kit, you've also got the design so that you can then trace that and stitch it again.
Add it to others. Yeah, maybe do one for yourself and then do loads for friends as well.
Open up the kit, trace the design, send the kit. No, that's cheating. That's cheating. But that's really pretty, isn't it? Then we've also got the stick and stitch embroidery patches where you can embroider on anything you like without the difficulty with trying to trace and draw on thick, dark, heavy, textured fabrics. You just stick them on, stitch over them, and then they dissolve in water. It's amazing. Got the pack of those, and then the easels. So we've got either two, you either get a box of 2 easels or 4, but the 4 is the most economical way. Oh, there's only 5 of those packs left. So $12.95 for the 4. $12.95 for the pack of 4. And then for the pack of 2, $7.45. So it's obviously more economical, but it's entirely up to you. Thank you so much for that, Catherine. It's been lovely, lovely.
Thank you for having me.
And I absolutely love the designs, and it's really, I think they're beautiful designs, and the time and the quality really shines through.
Oh, thank you.
So if you're going to do some embroidery, do it with Catherine, and don't forget to check out your baskets. Loads of you've got them. You will miss out because what happens is once Catherine stopped demonstrating, everyone checks out, so I really don't want you to miss out. So hopefully we'll see you back here soon.
Yep.
Have a great holiday.
Thank you so much. Yes, I'm going to France.
Oh, love France. Oh, Sandy loves
hopefully
France
a bit of
too.
sun.
Whereabouts are you going in France?
We are going near La Rochelle.
Oh, nice.
I can't say the name of the other one, so.
Oh, right. You spend a lot of time there. It's lovely. Anyway, I will be back with you in a few minutes' time with Sandy, who's going to show us how to make Christmas stockings. Very much looking forward to that. And they're not just any old Christmas stockings. These are super posh. Pom-poms, bells, velvet, fur, all the bells and whistles. That graphic really makes me look like those stockings are going to catch on fire, doesn't it? It really does. I'm like, oh, God, I don't think we should have done that. I'll see you back here in a few minutes' time, so don't go anywhere.
Shopping with Sewing Street couldn't be easier. You can shop via our website at www.sewingstreet.com, where you can watch our live shows and see all the products from that day. We also have a huge amount of products on our website, from your sewing room essentials to fabrics, sewing machines and much more. You can download and shop on the go with our Sewing Street app. Simply head over to your app store and search Sewing Street. Alternatively, you can contact our UK-based call centre 24 hours a day on 0800 001 4433. Shopping made easy at Sewing Street.
Here at Sewing Street, we only charge 1 P&P throughout the day. You can add as many items to your basket and check out and still only be charged once. Once you've checked out the first time and want to order again, you simply add the item to the basket and click on the Combine Order button. Remember, standard P&P is £4.95. Charges may differ for outside the UK. Or upgrade to our premium option for £6.95 on certain items. Shopping made easy at Sewing Street.
Our UK-based call centre is always on hand to assist you 24 hours a day, 7 days a week.
Every day, our experts will bring you a wealth of knowledge. They'll take you through the steps of making projects, and we feature fabulous tips along the way. Whether you're new to sewing or a seasoned pro, you're sure to learn something new. We're live every day from 8 AM till 1 PM, and you can also watch back all of the demonstrations featured on the show on our YouTube channel. Not only is Sewing Street live from 8 AM till 1 PM on Sky 670, Freeview Channel 73, YouTube and the Sewing Street app, now Virgin subscribers can watch on Channel 754, which means there are more ways to watch your way with Sewing Street. Did you know that we can deliver to over 20 different countries worldwide, spanning 4 continents from the UK to Australia? Check out our website for the list of countries and delivery costs. Sewing Street, stitching the world together. Did you know at Sewing Street that on various products we offer split pay? That means on certain items you can spread the cost over 2, 3, 4 or sometimes even 5 interest-free monthly payments. Just pay the first instalment when you purchase and you're away. So shop your way with split pay.
Keep up to date with what's on Sewing Street, as well as all the latest news and special offers by signing up to our email newsletter. Go to sewingstreet.com and scroll down to the bottom of the homepage. Type in your email address and click the envelope. That's it. You'll never miss out on the latest news and special offers ever again.
Never miss a show by watching on the go with the Sewing Street app. Head over to your app store now and search Sewing Street and simply download to your smartphone or tablet. You can watch the shows live and see your favourite presenters and guests. Click on the Today button to shop all of the products that are featured in today's show. Want to know what's hot? Then click here to see today's bestsellers and highlights. Have you missed a show or want to watch one back? Then click the schedule button and you can go back 7 days to watch and shop, and you can also see what's coming up over the next 7 days. Want to say hello or ask a question to our guests? Then send a message to the studio. You can also keep in touch with all the latest news, events, product launches and much more by clicking here for our social media pages. Never miss a show by watching on the go with Sewing Street.
Shopping with Sewing Street couldn't be easier. You can shop via our website at www.sewingstreet.com, where you can watch our live shows and see all the products from that day. We also have a huge amount of products on our website, from your sewing room essentials to fabrics, sewing machines and much more. You can download and shop on the go with our Sewing Street app. Simply head over to your app store and search Sewing Street. Alternatively, you can contact our UK-based call centre 24 hours a day on 0800 001 4433. Shopping made easy at Sewing Street.
Welcome back to Sewing Street. So I'm just moving the iron because it's in my way. There we are. Anyway, now, this hour is just chaos because there's so much stuff. So much stuff. Can I just point out before we start that Sandy's standing in a box?
No, I've just grown.
She's not like really tall. You know, I could stand on it as well, but we established like yesterday, I was trying to do rotary cutting, and if you're not high enough...
It's really high, this
Yes.
desk, isn't it?
And
Yeah.
do you know why? When it used to be lower, and then I went on holiday for a couple of weeks, and I thought I'd shrunk. But I think John wanted it higher because obviously he's taller. And so they made them higher. And I honestly thought I'd shrunk. I came back and thought, I'm sure it used to be down there.
I'm normally on the other desk, and I came up with my sewing machine, and I thought, I can't reach
So
it.
I'm not this short, it's just Sandy's on a
Just
box.
on a box.
Anyway, this hour is all about a stocking, isn't it? Right. So before we start, though, we're going to show you the website because I know it's going to get confusing because we've got lots of options. It's not confusing, it's confusing because we've got options. And options are good.
They are good.
But they can be confusing. So we're going to show you the website and then you can look at the pictures of what I'm talking about. Go on to sewingstreet.com and click on Watch Live and then scroll down. Coming up on today's show, those are all the tools, just ignore them.
Yeah.
No, don't. We've got some of the fabrics available by the half metre. So we've got velvet, plush fabric, and we've got pom-poms and pressing mats. And oh, I love that pink frost.
It's gorgeous.
I love that pink frost.
I know.
That trimming bundle is amazing value for what you get in it, but we're on single figures, just to warn you if you want a... we've got, oh, I like the sequins. We've got ribbon. We've got organza. You'll understand why soon, because it's all about glorious Christmas stockings. Now, this is when we get into kits. So, we have two kits which have all the fabric, all the instructions. There's the red and green, and... where's the other one? Oh, and red and silver. We've got instructions on their own, which just go back up again. There we go. That's the instructions on their own if you want to use your own fabric. Then what we've done is we've put together, so because I know what will happen is you'll think, I want to make more than one stocking.
Yeah.
So you can buy the instructions and then you can buy lots of other bundles. So the other bundles are to make more stockings. So I'll explain as I go along, but I just thought it might be easier that when you come to shop, if you go on the website, you can see the pictures. And sometimes that's simpler.
It is.
Sometimes.
Yes. Sometimes.
Sometimes.
It will be.
Right, I'm going to
all work
start with the
out.
red and green. So tell me about the stocking first. This is a
My little-
rather glorious
I know.
stocking.
Well, I think Christmas is a time for velvets, brocades, for
Pom-poms,
and just luxury,
bells.
really. And
I like the little jester.
yes, it's my elf
It's
stocking.
elf,
It's my
isn't
elf
it?
stocking. That's right.
It's beautiful.
Because I think stockings shouldn't just be for children. They
Absolutely
should be for adults as
not.
well. So these are for children as well, but I think with the velvets and the furs and things, they make lovely adult stockings.
Well, they do. And also, you know when you don't know what to buy someone for Christmas, you
Yes.
think, well, I'll just buy them like a book and a hand cream and a
Yeah.
Mars bar.
And a Mars bar.
A small bottle of Baileys.
Yes, small bottle.
You know when your children have got older, I did this with mine. I always used to put an orange and chocolate
Yes,
coins. I now put a miniature Baileys. And
I
it does
still
make
get
me
on.
laugh when they open their stocking and they end the end of them, they just down the Baileys. And I'm thinking, what is
before Christmas, before breakfast.
Yes, before breakfast. Always put a miniature Baileys in your stocking.
like that idea.
Because it's just a mouthful.
I just feel so tall.
That's fine.
I know.
But it's like, it's just a mouthful.
And also,
Perfect.
if you wanted to do a bottle for somebody for Christmas, you
Oh,
could do,
that's
instead
nice.
of having a bag,
Yes,
you
that's
could,
true.
You could do it in the little stocking, and then they could hang it up.
Yeah,
as
so
well.
that's
So
and
something
and
like
I think that's lovely, and particularly if you know someone maybe who's on their own who isn't going to be with anyone for
Yes,
Christmas,
yeah.
they can have their own stocking, can't
This is
they?
it.
Chocolate coins.
Yes, in the bottom. Yeah.
Lindors are nice in a stocking.
Lovely.
Yes. Tell me what your favourite stocking items are. Bottle of Baileys and Lindor is mine, but it is a lovely wrapping. isn't it?
Prosecco and Hotel Chocolat.
Oh yes, that would be nice. But you know, or if you do like a Secret Santa.
Yes, yeah. So you could make one of these to wrap it up in.
Yes.
Almost.
I mean, obviously, if you're doing a Secret Santa, you know, unless you really like them, you could do them in quite plain fabric. because, you might get some random.
That's right, yes.
So that's what the stocking is. Now, in the kit, you will obviously get full instructions. But the thing is, it's not just one stocking you're going to get in the instructions. You get 3.
3.
So you get
That's right.
this one.
Yeah. So you get the elf one. Then the one that I've called the fireside stocking.
Right,
which I
I'll
thought
show you
was
this in a different
quite-
fabric. This is in the pattern. You get the fireside stocking.
Yeah,
Ooh,
there we go.
which has a reindeer on it.
That's right.
So this has got lovely fur top with a
That's
crossover.
that, pink
That's
frosted fur,
beautiful,
isn't it lovely?
isn't it? So that's that stocking.
And it's all done out in organza inside.
Oh, wow.
So it's lined in
Oh, that's super posh. And you also get the pattern for the little stocking.
So that could be for the children with their coins in it
Yes.
and the tree. And then these are for the bottles of
These are
Prosecco.
exactly,
And
yes,
the
that's for the
Baileys,
children,
that's
this is for the adults, yes.
Yeah, so those are the little ones.
So in the pattern, I'll open it up.
There's loads in the pattern as well. There we go, yeah.
There it is. This is amazing value. We haven't even got to the fabric yet. $29.99. And you get 2.5 metres fabric. We'll go through that in a... Well, actually, I'll go through the fabric, then I'm going to go through the pattern, just so you can see what you get in. So the pattern, which I'm going to show you in a minute, you get all of this fur.
Which you see, I didn't even use on this one. I put the velvet on the top because I
Okay.
wanted to show that you could do lots of different things with
Right.
the material packs that
So you get
have.
1/2 metre of this beautiful, and it really is beautiful,
It's beautiful
fur.
fur.
You get the green fabric. You get 1 metre of green.
That should have been velvet, I think.
And you get this beauty of...
It's the velvet on that one, I think, goes with this.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
We've got ourselves mixed up
That's
in
all
all
right.
sorts of ways.
Yeah, there we go.
And then you get the velvet fabric. Bottle green velvet. So we've got white fur, we've got bottle green, and then you get this amazing red. Like, it's...
You can make a
it's
waistcoat
like,
out of it instead.
It's like a waistcoat or a...
Look at that.
Or a dressing... No, what's a men's dressing gown?
Oh, like a smoking jacket.
Yes, that's sort of...
Yes.
That's what it's like.
And you get a lot in here as well, so you could make probably the whole trio.
You could, yeah, look how much fabric you get in that. So you're getting the white fur, green velvet, this beautiful,
Brocade.
all of that. Hold that, let's look at all that.
And I don't think
Look.
it's got a right and wrong side. So one side you've got more of black on it, and one side
And
you've
it's
got
all
more
like
red.
paisley,
Yeah.
isn't it? I mean, that's amazing.
Even Andrew walked past that and said, "Oh, I'd love a waistcoat in that."
You went,
Yeah. I said,
Well-
when I've got time, I said,
there's the sewing machine, love.
I'll just run one up for you.
Right, and you get the pattern, and let me show you the pattern. So you are getting all the instructions to make all 3 stockings. Very, very in-depth and lots of photos. Then, look at the pattern. It's massive. So you've got all the pattern pieces, 100% as well.
Yep.
No need to photocopy. Although I'd say, well, I don't know, you don't need to trace them. You could cut them out.
I cut them out, yes.
Because you'll
Quite a
use them
good
again.
card as well,
It's
yeah.
thicker, it's much thicker paper as well, so they'll last. So you can cut them all out. So those are the 2, you've got 2 stockings. You've also got the little stocking, and then you've got all these embellishments.
Yes, to go on the front of any of the stockings.
Any of the
really.
stockings.
I've put them on the fireside stocking, and then those are the 2 different cuffs. So you could really sort of swap and change them round, really.
That's amazing. It's kind of like the ultimate stocking pattern, because you've got 3 different sizes, you've got different styles,
Yes.
you've got all the embellishments. You can keep this all the time. So if you get the kit, you've got all that fabric. I mean, it's the most amazing value for money when you think you've got fur, velvet,
Yeah,
and that
brocade
satiny,
Yes, yeah. Jacquard. Is it
unbelievable. It's beautiful.
beautiful.
All is, we don't know what it is. It's sort of satiny. I mean, even if you want to make the stockings from your stash, it's great. This is the most amazing value, just because you're getting the velvet and the fur and the satin. Fantastic. So that's that colourway. Right. Then we've got it available in another colourway.
I'll put that one over there.
Yes. So this one is silver. Oh, by the way, in that pack as well, I forgot to say, you get a pom-pom and a bell. Forgot to say that. Now this one, the red and silver, was the most popular on pre-order. So this one comes with a red pom-pom, I'm not going to forget that, and it comes with a bell,
Yes.
which is there, and a silver bell. So you get the red pom-pom, the silver bell. You get a metre of red velvet. See, look at all that. So you get a metre of red velvet.
And it's beautiful velvet as well.
Beautiful. It's really, really beautiful. It's thick velvet.
It's Christmas, isn't it?
Yeah, definitely.
Christmas in a material.
You get the grey fur, which is fabulous. This is very Nordic, this one, isn't it? Look at the grey fur. How gorgeous is that?
And you get a lot when you think how little you need for a cuff on it.
I know. You can make so many stockings with
You
this.
could actually make a whole stocking out of that. Maybe
Oh,
just put
wow.
a foot, so you could do it the other way around. You
Yes.
could put
And
the fur
then
here and
you
the
get
foot.
that beautiful satin, paisley satin, but in silvery grey. All of that.
I think those are just Christmas colours, aren't they?
That's just gorgeous. So you, like you say, you could make the whole stocking. So this is the one that Sandy's made. Look how lovely that is. Let me lay it down. Look at that. So she's put the fur at the top. I mean, it really looks sumptuous, doesn't it? The velvet in the centre, you've got the satin at the bottom.
And it's lined in.
And then you've lined, look, and it's lined in this, in that lovely satin as well. And obviously you get the full instructions. So that is the most amazing value, isn't it? Because you're getting 2.5 metres of fabric.
I think you could probably make, well, you could make all 3 stockings out of one of the bundles.
Yeah, definitely.
Depending on how you did it. So I didn't want to say to you, you've got to put the velvet here, you've got to put the brocade here. So it's entirely up to you where you do it. You might want to, as we said, you know, use the whole stocking with the fur and maybe do a velvet foot on it. You might have some plain material at home and you think, I don't want to put that lovely lining in. I've got some cotton I can put in for lining and use the others for more.
I mean, it is like sort of the ultimate stocking bundle, isn't it?
Yes, yeah.
So, got loads of you've got this in baskets. I'm not surprised. I mean, I think I'd make a complete fur stocking. I just think that would be lovely. Yes. Or maybe a fur stocking with a velvet top. Yeah. Quite like that. And then line it in this.
That, yeah, I like that
It's
one.
wonderful.
Yes. There's so many different ways that you could do it.
I mean, look at the lining on the in. Look at that on the inside. I mean, it is beautiful. I cannot believe for £29.99 you're getting all of those instructions, 2.5 metres of fabric, and not just cotton fabric. We're talking fur, velvet, satin, and a pom-pom and a silver jingle bell. I love the way it's called a silver jingle bell. It's called a silver jingle bell. That's lovely.
And I put a gold one on there because I'd already put the silver one on.
That's fine. And you can then also, if you look at this, remember in the instructions, look, you get all the applique pieces. You can go Father Christmas, you can go reindeer.
Baubles.
I like the pattern for this stocking, because that's in the pattern as well, because you've got that sort of crossover.
Yes, a little crossover at the top. Yeah.
Amazing. Check out on this bundle. It's absolutely flying out.
You could always put the crossover onto
the other one.
If you
make
wanted
it your own.
I've always said in all the patterns, just make them your
and
own.
make the whole family stockings.
Yes.
But I do think if you know somebody, particularly that you're not going to see them at Christmas, it's a really special thing. And it doesn't take long to make.
They don't, no. Really
Perfect.
don't take long to make.
Now,
at
if
all.
you want the pattern on its own, £9.99. And I've shown you how much you get in it. You're getting, obviously, all of these instructions, and you're getting the templates. And the templates are really thick, like card paper, aren't they? And labels. So
Label
you can
sheet.
label all your pieces. Perfect. These are fabulous. I love all the baubles as well.
So with those, we put sort of little patterns on a few of them, but you can sort of either embroider those on, you could applique those on, you could take it and applique those on, you know, different ones.
And you could put people's names on.
Yes, yeah.
All of that. So
which I'll show
all
you
of
later.
and then you keep all of these, put them back in the bag where they come, and then you can just keep making more and more stockings, because every year you might need to make another one.
It's something that comes every year, and they're all in a little hanging bag as well, so you can pop them all back in.
Just £9.99. I mean, and this is what we were saying. This is kind of your ultimate stocking pattern, because you've got the elf one, you've got the fireside one, and then the baby one as well.
Baby's first stocking.
I know, with their name
on it. Yeah.
Absolutely gorgeous. And we're going to be doing, well, when I say we
are.
Sandy will be demonstrating the Brother Embroidery Machine at 11 o'clock. So if you want to embroider these, the embroidery machine is the perfect thing.
Yes, yeah.
And it's already selling on pre-order. And if you want to know how to use it, Sandy's going to show you.
They are such good value.
Now, if you've bought just the instructions, or if you've bought one of the kits, so say you've bought the red and silver, the Nordic kit, but you, I'm sure it doesn't.
I like that.
It's that fur.
It's got it is.
Makes me feel Nordic.
Cake with that, don't you?
We have a few bundles. So let's go for this. This bundle is what Sandy used to make this stocking. So it doesn't come with the instructions because you've obviously already bought that. But if you want just this bundle, in here you get this beautiful... Can I use an ordinary needle to sew through the fur for Margaret?
Yes, you can.
Just normal?
Yeah, you can. But we've also got handy hints and tips, little guide later on. So, and it tells you all the different needles that you can use. for different ones. I tend to use a walking foot with it because it can sort of migrate slightly. So I found, and just, a sharp needle, Microtex maybe.
Right, okay.
Yeah. You need more a different needle for, I would use a Microtex needle for the organza that you've got in this kit.
Right, okay.
And I've got a few hints and tips for using the organza, how we can sew with that. But I just used an ordinary, I think it was an 80 needle.
Oh, okay.
That I did
There we go.
for mine.
So with this bundle, you get the pink fur, which is beautiful. You get the purple velvet.
This is what I'd call my alternative Christmas.
Oh, this is gorgeous,
Isn't
isn't
it
it?
lovely?
Yes. I mean, that is beautiful.
Isn't it lovely?
This is what I love about Christmas. Christmas can be pastel,
Yes,
can't it?
it can be
It can
any
be
colour.
purple, it can be
Yeah.
red and green, it can be anything. You get the silver organza in this bundle, and
You get the
you get the plain grey.
silver.
So you get silver, it's not
darling,
grey,
silver.
silver, darling. 2.5 metres of fabric, velvet, fur, organza and cotton for just £17.99. Do you know, even if you're not going to make a stocking, that's amazing, isn't
It's
it?
a lovely kit, isn't it? You could do all sorts with that. You could make a nice Christmas handbag with that.
You could make the most amazing Christmas handbag with that,
do a
couldn't you?
big furry one with it, velvet.
I know, I absolutely love that
handles.
because
Yes.
it's regal,
It
isn't
is,
it?
yes.
And this is like, it's pink but not pink,
I
isn't
love
it?
fur. When I was little, I was allergic to animals because I had bad asthma. But I used to, it was in the days where old ladies used to wear fur coats, and we used to travel on the bus with my mum, and I always wanted to sit behind the old lady that had the fur coat on so I could stroke her fur coat because I never had an animal. We weren't allowed to have an animal.
That's really
so I used to say, I know, can I sit behind the old lady with the fur coat? And now,
Could they not have bought you a poodle?
well, I don't know, they probably didn't want one. I
They,
don't think
actually, you probably weren't allergic at all. They
I
just
know.
told you
No,
that.
I was.
Oh,
I had to have
really?
all those injections.
Oh, they
up
probably
your
went, yes,
arm.
Sandy,
I
I'm
was
ever so sorry, but
That's
you are allergic.
to everything.
Yeah, even
absolutely.
goldfish.
Goldfish. I had a goldfish. I couldn't stroke it. It wasn't furry. I tried making a coat for it. And so I think that's why I just love
Loved
fur.
the fur.
Absolutely love fur. And if anybody knows me now, they always go, oh, you love fur, don't you? I say,
I do, and that's because I was
deprived.
robbed as a child. Right, so
I'm
that's
when I
that
was
one.
younger.
I've got another kit that's like this. Honestly. This is woodland.
Woodland. Yes, the woodland little squirrel. Look at that, isn't that lovely?
That's beautiful. That's reindeer,
Oh, it is.
isn't it?
It is.
That is the colour of a reindeer.
It is.
Or a teddy.
I was going to say, for me, it'd be a teddy.
Oh, that's,
yeah.
you know, honestly, you just want to
You just want to
stroke that.
stroke it, don't
That's
you?
so
Yes.
beautiful. Right, so we've got reindeer. Then we have gold organza. And we have gold fabric. So complicated,
I know
isn't
it is, yes.
And jade velvet, it says.
Yes, I think we took the jade velvet
We
out.
pinched it.
Yeah, the one.
I was thinking, I'm sure we're missing
That's right,
something.
yes. It's this one here, yeah.
Yeah, and then jade velvet. So we've got reindeer fur, jade velvet, gold organza, and gold
at
cotton.
That is woodlands, isn't it? Yes.
It is.
Yeah. I can see another nice
That's a
handbag coming on as well.
beautiful kit, isn't it? And the colourways just really blend together well. I think that's gorgeous. That's reindeer in the woodland.
It is.
Gorgeous. Right, and we've got one more. And we've got one more big one.
And if you've got the scrappy bear pattern, you could always make a bear out of the you
Yeah,
like,
or
leftover
these
bits of
fabrics on their own. This-
Yes, they're beautiful, aren't they?
Right, they're on their own. So we'll do the little ones. So what we've done is we've put together some bundles. So if you wanted to...
I know. When you do use this, make sure you've got a roller and your hoover close by
You need
because
a
you'll
mini
be
vacuum.
covered with it.
So this is what the little stocking looks like, which obviously comes in the pattern, okay? But we just put together some little bundles if you wanted them. So with this one, you get the midnight navy velvet.
It's beautiful, isn't it?
and you get the paisley. This satin. So the background of it is like a bluey, slatey grey, and then you've got the gold paisley.
Or you could do it the other way around and have...
Oh, yes.
So I always think it's sort of two-sided. I never know which side.
It is. You could do it either side.
Because there's no sort of thread
And you
on the
can
back side
make
of it.
you can make big stocking with this.
Yeah, you can.
You can make little stockings with it.
Yes.
But it's just if you wanted to do that. Should we hold that one up?
Yeah.
It's almost iridescent.
It is. It's beautiful.
It's like, yeah, it is like colour change, isn't it?
Yeah.
Look at that.
Isn't that
So for £12.99, you get a metre of this paisley satin, half a metre of the velvet. So really, you know, it's about get the pattern or get one of the kits with the pattern, and then you can get these other bundles, and you've got a load of beautiful fabric. And this sort of fabric is not easy to find. You know, luckily we have so many different suppliers that we have great relationships with, so we can say to them, right, we need something for Christmas. What have you got that's glorious?
I know. I caused poor Kerry, I think, headaches. I was going, I want velvets, I want luxurious fabrics, I want organzas and satins.
Exactly.
And, so
And then this, the last bundle is white.
white velvet.
White velvet. So we have got so many beautiful fabrics here. We've got felts and velvets and organzas and satins. And we've got, on the website, we've got loads of them by the half metre. So this one, you've got the white velvet, and then you've got the navy cotton with white snowflakes on fabric.
Oops, there was another little...
Well, have we missed a bundle?
No, there was a little stocking that had for that one, but I don't know where it is. We'll find it somewhere. Don't worry. I was going to try and find it for you and be
It was on here.
It was, wasn't it? Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, it'll be under all here.
Oh, it'll be under.
Could you imagine being lost in
Oh,
all...
hang on.
Is it? There we
There
go.
it is.
There we go.
Yeah, so this is the little stocking that Sandy made using this. But so imagine how many. Do you know what? You could make loads of them and have them as your advent calendar,
Yes,
couldn't you?
yes.
Have them
That
all
would
over your
be
tree.
lovely.
Embroider numbers on them.
And they'd be just a nice size as well.
Just
You
the
could
right
just
size
have
for a bottle
tree
of
with-
small bottle of Baileys, wouldn't it? That's the ultimate. You know those?
Could you fit
You know
small
those
bottle of
like
Prosecco in
miniature
that?
gin advent calendars?
Yes.
They cost a fortune.
You could
don't
make
they?
your own, couldn't
Make
you?
your own.
Oh, and you've got time if you start now.
You could just, in fact, what you could do is buy little glass bottles and decant your own liqueurs in and gins.
You could make
much
some.
cheaper.
My friend used to make gin marmalade or marmalade gin.
Or you know you can do that vodka where you put boiled
That's
sweets
right,
in.
yeah.
Yeah.
So you could do all those and then...
Right. A lot of these fabrics we've also got on the website. We've got them available by the half metre. So if you go onto sewingstreet.com and you click on Watch Live, scroll down from there, and a lot of these fabrics are also available on their own. So remember at the beginning when I said, we'll explain this later, if you want them on their own, so like that pink frost plush that is in one of the bundles, you can also get them on their own. So if you've decided you've bought just the pattern, or maybe you've bought the pattern in one of the kits, and you really want, oh, I'm going to go for green organza, I want a green stocking, a red stocking.
Yeah.
Yeah, so like, for example, here is the red organza. Look at the price. £1.99 for half a metre.
Gosh, that's good, isn't it?
I mean, that's ridiculous, isn't it?
But
But
it's nice to sew with this because it's almost got like a backing on it.
Oh, okay.
So if you can feel it. So it's not sort of, some of the organzas that you get, as soon as you start cutting them, they will just completely shred. But it doesn't, this one, because you can see where it's cut. I mean, you're going to get some because it's organza, but it does have this lovely backing on it.
Oh, I
So it's a
see.
really nice
I mean, and that's a
organza.
lovely thing that you could put on the top of a stocking, you could use to line it. So that's the red organza. We've also got green, and this is like super Christmassy, isn't it? Or maybe you want to make a circular Christmas skirt.
I was going to say a big bow around your Christmas tree if you've got some of that.
Yes.
You can make a lovely
No, I'm
bow,
thinking
yeah.
a circular skirt.
For you or for the tree?
Look at that. We've got so much of it. That's just to give you an idea. While Sandy's demoing, we'll run the graphics through so you can see all
green
of
with
it.
the white
Oh,
velvet
that
is
looks
lovely,
nice,
doesn't
doesn't
it?
it? The
Yeah.
white velvet and the... Ooh.
I love this white velvet.
Beautiful. So we've given you loads of choice because luckily we can go to all different suppliers. We can put it all together in one place, whereas normally if you're doing it, you've got to go and buy velvet from that place, and then combine it all together, and you've only got to pay 1p&p because we bought all of the stuff for you. And Sandy's been very particular that we've got velvets and furs and organzas.
I did, absolutely.
And it's gorgeous. We absolutely love it. Right, Sandy. So
Right.
now we've we've decided which stocking we're going
Yes.
to make.
So we're going
Which
to do
one are we
the
going to make?
fireside stocking.
Right.
Which is this
The
one
fireside
here.
is this one.
Is this one here.
Is this one.
So I've cut out 2 of the velvet stockings and I've lined it with H640. I think I did put a bit of an iron mark on that one. But normally, if you put a cloth on it, when I'm here, I can never get the H640 on. Everybody knows when I do have a bit of trouble with it. When I'm at home, I have no trouble whatsoever.
Right, okay.
So I've done
So
it
you've
at home.
lined it with some
So I've lined it with
H640,
some
which is a
which we've got.
fusible wadding, and we do have a look on the website.
And
you're using that woodland bundle, aren't you?
yes, I am.
It's not called
I'm using
that, but that's
the
what we
squirrel.
called it.
Oh no, the
reindeer
the
fabric.
reindeer fabric, yeah.
So you put some fusible wadding on the back of the stocking.
Of the stocking, and then I've cut out the organza stocking as well.
And that's the lining.
So this is going to be the lining. So when you cut out the velvet, I tend to fold the material in half, put the stocking piece on it and cut the 2 of them out at the same time.
Then you know
and
it's
then
right.
you've got a reverse, so you've always got it in reverse
Got it,
then.
yes.
But when you're doing the organza, if you put it together, it doesn't always, it will sort of slide a little bit. So a good thing is to just cut it out one at a time.
Okay.
And then if you put it on your mat, sometimes it'll slip a bit. So you can put it on tissue paper and it sort of gives it a little bit more grip.
Okay.
And then some people also put a tissue paper on the top of it as well so that they can use their...
Right,
So you
okay.
can then put your sort of, your template over the top. Then if you're going to pin it on your template, do it at the sides, because if you do it in the middle, it can snag on this material.
Right,
So always
okay.
pin it at the side. And I would use, I've got the smaller pins of that as well. So I've got like the little applique pins, and I normally use those for this, because you'll find that when you put the big ones in, they will, I mean, that one's not, it's not doing it now, but they'll tend to come out a lot easier than if you
okay.
put the smaller
Right.
pins in. So I use...
But obviously, if you're using like a cotton lining or whatever, but this is
This is
just...
it. This is just pure tips
if you're
for
using organza, okay.
And then when you're sewing it, if you've got a flat plate, you know, just the one hole in that you might use for a quilting
Yes,
one,
yes.
that's quite good for this, because sometimes with it being such fine material, like when you're quilting at the corners, it will drag it inside. So if
okay.
you've got just the hole, that's great as well. I would use a very sharp microtex needle for it, and a thinner thread as well, so you could use something like an 80
okay.
for it.
Can you
So
use a
can-
normal
Well, this one is just a normal thread. I've used just a normal 50 on this one. But if it was sort of like a dress you were doing, or you wanted, this is just for the lining. So if you didn't want it to show, and because you can see it quite clearly, if you had an 80 weight, it would embed it more into
Right,
the
yeah,
organza.
got it, yeah.
Don't put a back stitch either end, because it just makes it too bulky and it's more likely to catch in the
okay.
sewing machine. But make your sewing stitch a lot smaller. So make it about a 1/8 or a 2.
Oh, okay.
So those are such little hints and tips.
Brilliant,
for
thank you. Yeah, no, that's really useful, because if you haven't sewn with organza before,
Yeah, 'cause some-
you'll work all of this out, but it might take you a while.
This is,
And you've done it
absolutely.
for us.
I've done it for you, so I do all the, you think, why is that sticking? Why am I doing this? So those are sort of like tips that you can do with it. So I've cut out, put the 2 right sides together and sewn it all the way around.
Okay.
So with this one, I'm going to, you can quilt it. So at one of them that I've done, I didn't do it on the pink one. No, I've had it on, oh, there we go. I have done one in my own material. There you go. So that's just sort of quilted.
Okay,
That's
so
the
you
red
can
velvet.
quilt
So
it
you
if you
can
want
quilt
to.
it. That's some material I had left from the Christmas pinny that we've done.
Right, okie dokie.
So those are all Sewing Street bits that I had left over. So that was, and you can quilt that. So with this one, I'm just going to leave it as it is. And I'm going to take the stag's head, and I'm going to take some of Rudolph, and I'm going to take some Bonderweb.
Right, okay.
So we'll put the Bonderweb. If you've got a light box as well, that's quite handy to have, but they are quite strong lines on it, so it doesn't
Yeah,
matter
yes,
too
you'll be able
much
to see
anyway.
through.
You can see through it. So you want to take your Bonderweb, and I do it with the glue side down. Put it over, because you can see through that quite nicely.
Yeah, so paper side up.
And then draw around it, and I would draw around sort of like the solid lines. So I'd draw around the stag's head first, then draw the reindeer antlers separately, and then I embroidered the eye on, and then I've got a little Rudolph nose here.
Ah, okay. And this is where you can use all little bits of fabric from your stash, little,
And a little bit of the mouth
just so
there
that
as
you
well.
can really embellish it.
I think that's,
Okay.
yeah.
So trace it all onto the
trace-
Bonderweb, paper side up.
So then once you put it on, get your pin, and I just sort of score. So you iron it onto your fabric then. And that's when this comes in really handy. So if you want to iron it onto your fabric, you don't get the iron
Yes,
all over.
so use
So
the
I always use the
pressing.
Millwood pressing mat.
Yeah,
So
I've got one of
they're
those. It's
brilliant to have.
Well, also when I'm using interfacing, because I put lots of
Yes.
things on, and then otherwise it all sticks.
Well, it's like this sometimes with the stocking, I will just cut a piece of interfacing out that's bigger than the stocking, and then I will iron the velvet onto the interfacing. So if you're
Right.
doing it on a mat, it's not getting stuck on your ironing board.
Okay.
So you can do it like, and then you can trim it up afterwards. 'Cause some
Perfect.
people find it hard to cut out the one and then match them up. So when
yeah.
I'm doing my bears, I always do it that way as well, make it sort of slightly bigger. So I'm going to just score this off. Have we got the iron there, Elizabeth?
Yes. I just decided we had so much
That's
cut
right,
off,
yes,
so much on the desk, I had to move it. It's not on though.
Oh, is it not? Right, there we go. Oops.
But it is now.
It is now. That's...
I plugged it in yesterday into the one that said do not use.
Oh, no. Did anything happen to it?
No,
Or did it just not
because
work?
luckily I didn't press the switch on it. I just plugged it in. John said, do you see that? It says do not use. I went, oh yeah. Apparently it shorts the whole studio.
Oh, does it?
I didn't do that luckily, so I didn't.
Oh, no. And then I've also done it for the toe and the heel.
Oh, okay. So you
So
can
I'm
just
just-
trace round the toe
Yep.
and the heel and
So-
do that.
No, you've got little templates.
Oh.
So you've got little templates in there as well.
See, I was thinking, oh, no, I
Oh,
didn't work that one out.
no, nothing.
Templates. Oh, I think you have to do toe and heel.
Yes.
Because actually, that looks really nice if you do it, if you're making like a rusticy
Oops.
one and you can put
Yeah.
blanket stitch.
Apart from the fact, I think I did that the wrong
The
way around.
patchwork one would be nice, wouldn't it?
Yes, yeah, you could do a lovely patchwork one.
You've done that for the
I
other
did.
side,
I did do it.
haven't you?
Oh yeah, I did actually. Thank you. I'm going to put it on the other side. I was thinking, why did that not work on there? And I did. There, yeah. Look, you see that matches.
Yeah, I
That's
just
great.
didn't
Now.
think you would have done that wrong. I didn't think you would have done. You did have as much faith in yourself as I do.
I know, because I was thinking, why did I do that? I'm sure I measured it right when I put all my.
I didn't think you would have done it wrong.
Oh dear. Right. So then you want to, taken all the, and I tend to do my toe and heel. Just I've said in the pattern, cut it just maybe slightly bigger. And then
Oh,
when you
so
iron
that
it on, so if it
definitely
does,
goes in the seam, yeah.
and then you can just sort of trim it round afterwards. So I'm going to do this, and then now again, can I use the mat out of here? There's an ironing mat should be in here.
Should be.
It should be if we can get
But you see, you think once you've got the kit or the pattern, just think of all the stockings, with your own fabrics, you could, your favourite fabrics, even the scraps, patchwork them all together and make a little house on the prairie stocking.
so sweet.
For those of our generation
I
will know
know.
what I'm talking about.
Oh, I didn't want some other dye that would be in there.
Yes, one of the girls.
Yes,
and they said who it was and said she was in Little House on the Prairie, but they didn't say who she
I
played.
know. I tried to have a look, but I didn't recognise who
She
it
was in something else as well, which
Yes,
I didn't
yeah,
know, but I was
no.
thinking, I wonder who it was.
I know. I loved Little House.
Oh,
on the Prairie.
it was.
Did you used to cry as well? I used to come home sometimes if I was home late. My mum used to watch it without me, and she'd be sat there crying. I'd be going, "Have you been watching Little House on the Prairie
It's
again?"
lovely. I wonder whether you can rewatch it anywhere.
I don't know.
I loved it.
It wasn't.
Do 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 do. See, I even remember the theme tune. That and the Waltons.
Oh, and the Waltons with John Boy.
Yeah.
I love
Good night, John Boy.
John
Good night,
Boy.
Mary Ellen. Good night, Jim Bob.
Night, Grandma.
They probably wonder what we're on about. 'Cause They're not old enough.
Oh, I know.
Oh,
we just.
love,
I know.
I love the Waltons. Actually, was that the Waltons or Little? I think I was singing the Waltons then, not Little House on the Prairie.
Oh, it could have been. But I used to love.
And
both
Mary
of
was blind, wasn't she?
Yes, I know. I saw a clip on YouTube the other day. It just came up. It was where one of them had got married. He'd gone off and got married, and he came back, and all the Waltons are lined up with this girl, and they're all looking at her, and it was just so lovely. It just brought back so many memories of sitting watching the Waltons.
Anyway, that's why you need to make a patchwork stocking.
That's right. A Little House on the Prairie, or a. I bet Ben doesn't know what we're talking
Right,
about.
so Ben's just running through all the fabrics. So the winter white plain plush fur, $5.99 for half a metre. That's amazing, isn't it? I mean, that is ridiculous. That's this one here, by the way.
Those furs are just.
Look at that.
They really are.
I feel like I want to make some clothes with it, but I don't know what.
Oops.
Could you make a dress from fur, or would it be a bit much?
Could make a nice skirt, little mini skirt.
Yeah.
Couldn't you? How about little mini skirt?
Yeah. I feel like, or you could make the bodice in this.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. And then a velvet
Oh.
skirt. Oh, now you're talking.
Or a muff. Because actually, they were really in Bridgerton.
They were.
Weren't they?
Yeah, I used to have a muff when I was little. I get to sound like I'm ancient.
Do you know what I think? I've got a feeling that I was at a wedding and I was either the bridesmaid or someone else was. And because do you remember winter weddings in that era? They all had muffs, didn't they?
Yes. And a shawl.
And a short, yes.
They were often crocheted though.
Oh, do you know what? We're living in the wrong era. Bring back the 1970s.
I know.
Look at the honey plush.
I know. Oh, that's lovely.
Which is reindeer, the colour of a reindeer, or a teddy.
Or a teddy. I would make a teddy in that. So if you've got any left...
Yeah, if you've got any left, make a teddy.
There we go. So I've just popped his mouth. I know you'll be...
It's going to be up my nose and everything.
Oh, I couldn't tell where my cat was in the room when I was sewing because he sits in a basket at the side
Hang on,
of
how
me.
have you got a cat if you're allergic to fur? They did lie to you, didn't they?
They did, yeah.
They did lie to you.
No, I sort of outgrew it.
Oh,
Yeah,
that
I know,
was handy.
it was very handy.
How handy was that? Oh, Sandy, we're ever so sorry that you've never had a pet. You
That's
seem to have
right.
outgrown your allergy now.
I'm still allergic to dogs, though.
All those years of stroking
know.
old ladies
I
on
did.
buses and there was nothing wrong with you.
I know they did. They wanted to lock me up instead.
Which one have we got? Oh, the pink frost.
Oh,
That's
lovely.
this glorious
Yes.
one. So what's great is we've got so many choices. I mean, £5.99, so you can buy kits, you can buy patterns, you can buy fabric bundles, you can buy the fabric on its own. I mean,
enough to make a dress, couldn't you?
yeah. I'm thinking this is lovely.
That's gorgeous, isn't it? Right, let me just wear my satin stitch.
That's rather lovely, isn't it? Very nice dressing gown. What do you think?
Oh,
Do you think I look like I'm going to a spa?
No, it looks more like you're going to a ball
A
with that.
ball?
Yes.
With a skirt or a spa?
I could have done that with on my cruise I've just come off
Yes.
in the evening.
How lovely
Look
is
at
that?
It's
It's such a nice colour, isn't it?
Right, do you know
And-
what number the satin stitch is on here?
No idea.
No idea, that's okay.
No idea.
Talk amongst yourselves. whilst
Talk
I
amongst
just-
yourselves. What colour are we on now? Silver fox. Oh, I love a silver fox.
Yeah,
George
that's my
Clooney.
Andrew. Oh, my Andrew outside's my silver
Oh, we
fox.
see.
He is.
No, you
yes.
can't have your husband as your silver fox. It has to be. It has to be like.
Oh no, I've got my hubby.
We used to have, when I worked at a medium in
there's the pink-
Bristol, there used to be this man who worked there who was really attractive with silver hair. And I used to tell people he was the silver. We all called him the silver fox. And somebody told him once that we did. And I was in the lift with him and he said, "Are you the one who calls me the silver fox?" I've never, ever been so embarrassed. Never forget that.
You can't get out of a lift either.
No,
can you?
and I went, no,
It wasn't
no,
me,
no, I
wasn't me.
don't.
No,
I don't.
no.
Anyway, this is Silver Fox. George Clooney's Silver Fox, isn't he?
He is. And my hubby's a silver fox.
That's beautiful, isn't it? Right. Anyway,
I'm just.
which one's next, Ben? I'm modelling all the furs. I've got fur up my nose.
Oh no.
Black Frost.
Black frost. I've got a bit of material.
Oh, I don't think I've seen Black Frost.
I don't think we've got that.
Oh, do you know what I've just done? So this is
Oh,
Silver
that's
Fox.
a silver fox. Yeah.
This is Silver Fox. This is Black Frost. So let me just show you the difference. That's Black Frost. This is Silver Fox. I'm still thinking about that Silver Fox at work.
Yes.
There we go. So there we go. So this is Silver Fox. This is Black Frost.
So that looks nice.
That's Do you think I look like Yes Cruella de Vil in my
With your white and your
in my
I
fur?
still like the pink on you. The pink suits you. I think it's got to be the pink.
Oh, so those are all the furs. So many furs. Oh. I think my dress is attracting the fur.
Oh gosh. Oh no. Oh.
Velvet too. We've got loads of velvets. We aren't even brand new velvets, thanks to Sandy. Which is the brand new one then? The purple one. Now they'd be nice in a stocking.
Yes.
All of those furs are brand new today, by the way. Velvet, imperial purple, for when you want to be a Roman emperor.
Yes.
Oh, that
Look at
is
all that.
lovely.
Is nice, isn't
That is lovely, isn't it?
That'd make a nice dress.
How lovely is that? Oh, that's glorious, isn't it?
That suits you as
Oh,
well.
I like that. I've never worn purple,
It
really.
would really suit you.
Didn't think purple
Oh, it
suited
would,
me,
yes.
actually. I didn't think I was a dual
You
colour
could have one of
person.
those, you know, the colour me things and
Yes.
look. Yes, purple suits you.
Well, I never thought it did.
Look at that. No, look at that. Look on the screen. It looks
Yeah, see, well, I didn't think I was a dual person. I thought I was more autumn.
Oh.
But Ollie says, and Ollie knows it. How do you know that, Ollie? That purple... Oh, because he worked on jewellery maker for 15 years. Purple suits the most skin tones.
Well, it suits you.
Well, there we are.
Lovely.
Out of
I love
every
purple.
colour. Because it's a mixture of red and blue. You obviously were listening while you were directing Jewellery Maker, Ollie. There we go. That's lovely, isn't it? But it obviously makes a very nice stocking. So this one is brand new. It's ridiculous. And that's cotton velvet as well. Beautiful.
Yes.
And it's only $5.99. Now, let me just say, we've got more in baskets. We've got more in baskets of this cotton velvet than we've got. So I know you want to watch Sandy's demo, but she's still doing the satin stitch.
Yes,
I'll let you know when the
yes, when the satin. Yeah,
to watch. There will be in a minute.
Where
but
else can I go
she's
to
still
get
working on the
insulted?
satin stitch. But you need to get checked out on this, otherwise you're going to miss out. Right, so we've got 2 greens. Well, I'm going to have to get both of them to be sure. Right, this is bottle. There's bottle.
I think it's the bottle that goes in with the red.
Right.
And because this one goes in with the woodlands.
Okay. Oh, right, okay. Ignore me. This is bottle. Yes, so bottle, 10 green bottles, cotton velvet bottle, $5.99. Silly. And this is cotton velvet. Yes, now I know this is different because this other one is not cotton velvet. Right, so that's cotton velvet. And then the other one, yeah, this isn't cotton velvet. This is our luxury polyester velvet.
But it's so easy to sew with
Which is
this.
really nice to
It's
sew with. So this
lovely
is the
to sew
same
with.
velvet as, you know, when we did all the printed one with all the tropical leaves and stuff?
Yes, yeah.
$7.99 for this one for half a metre. Beautiful. I might stand on this box.
Yes.
Look how tall I am. Look how tall I am. So tall. I'm so tall. I've just lowered my BMI. In one easy step.
Oh,
That's great.
Bubble.
Isn't it? It's so much easier than Weight Watchers.
It is, isn't it?
Just get taller. And then the last one is plum. What colour is plum?
Ooh, is that?
Navy.
Ooh.
How-
Oh, yes, that'll be. Oh, that's not plum.
Oh, when Ben said plum, he meant navy.
Oh, right.
Very similar
okay.
words.
Very, very similar.
He read plain as plum. Right, plain navy. Beautiful. Right. Back to the demo. So Sandy is currently satin stitching
Yeah.
around the edge of the reindeer.
So there's many ways you can put this on. You could just hand stitch it on if you wanted. You could just do a single running stitch on the sewing machine. You could do a little satin stitch like I'm doing. I tend to hand stitch the antlers on with some embroidery thread afterwards, and then do the eye on it as well, so do some little features on it.
Okay.
And I've also satin stitched just the side of the heel and the toe, and then trimmed them off as well.
Okay. So you can top stitch them, satin stitch them, blanket stitch them, whatever you fancy.
Yeah.
Just to, or not applique them at all.
Yes.
Entirely up to you. If you want to put someone's name on it, just print off the name, trace round it on the Bonder web and do exactly the same. Or use the embroidery machine, which Sandy's going to show us how to use in 12 minutes' time.
Oh gosh, really, right, okay. Right, so with this one, we'll just sew these together. I've got
Okay.
time to sew these
You've
together.
got time to go, yeah, that's fine.
Right, so I'm just going to pin this. Now, if I'd have had time, I would have changed now to the walking foot, because you've got velvet and then you've got interfacing on it as
Your
well.
head is just...
oh, is it? Sorry.
Yeah.
I bet my roots are showing as well again, aren't they? I've not had time to do it.
Yeah, I don't know about it.
It's terrible, isn't it? No, but nobody saw, did they?
I didn't.
No, that's
I
fine,
didn't.
no.
It was only Ollie that was watching.
Oh, was oh,
I was looking. I was looking at your demo.
That's okay. Right, so we're going to sew them all together. So just clip. I think we've got some clips on the show as well.
We have, yes,
Yeah.
somewhere.
Yep. I think we moved them, but we have got some clips on, which are great. I always buy a packet when they're on the show, because you can never have.
You can never have
too
too
many
many.
clips.
Just pop them in your pocket on your way home. No one will know.
Nobody will know.
Now when that packet's missing, they'll
That's
go,
right,
"Oh,
yes.
so funny wonder
I
where they
know,
went."
yeah. I can just imagine the next presenter going, I'm sure we had some clips
Yeah,
on
I've
the show.
never
And they're
seen
going,
them. Never seen them.
Yeah.
But very useful.
That's
Look, there you go.
Sandy Millichip.
$14.99 for 100. We did have that. You know, they're probably on the trolley because we've got so much
had
stuff.
so much on
Anyway,
with
that's
the-
that's what they look like.
I think we took an
If
executive
you lay them all in a
decision.
circle,
That's right.
that's
So
what
they
they
look
look
very like these because these are the ones that
Yes,
we bought
they're
out.
exactly
Popped
the
mine in a
same.
different tin.
So this can be as easy and difficult as you make it. If you don't applique it, super quick.
Yeah, absolutely. So I'm going to go back.
But you know what? These stockings are going to come out every year. So I think it is worth, that's why we're starting now,
Yes.
July. It's worth spending the time, isn't it? That's fair up,
And they are just lovely gifts for people as well. So once you finish...
Well, it makes it very special, doesn't it? And also, I just find sometimes when you really don't know what to buy someone that lots of little things are easy.
Yeah.
You can always buy someone a book. There's always a little bottle of alcohol. There's always a
That's right.
smelly.
Yes.
There's always a pair of socks.
Yes. And if you've got those, you could put all those in the stocking as well, couldn't you? Take it round. How much nicer is it to go? Here you go.
I know.
Here's your little-
And it's easy to buy those little things. And favourite chocolate, favourite drink, book, socks.
And nice, as you say, for an adult that maybe is on their own, or even maybe a grandparent or something like that. You
Crossword
could take
book.
it round and put some little things in.
Yeah.
And I think stocking reminds you of your youth, doesn't it, as
Oh,
well?
I know.
And, you
Love.
know,
Everyone
they
loves a
They
stocking.
do, yeah.
Wrap it all up.
Yep. I used to love opening my stocking more than anything else.
Oh,
I think,
absolutely.
'cause
No,
it
that's
would
the
always
best
be-
bit,
yeah,
isn't it?
Yeah.
And then you just buy some few random things that nobody really knows what they are.
I always remember one year when I was a little bit older and I'd just got my first sort of flat, and my dad had spent hours getting all sorts of little things to go in a stocking, and he was sort of, he couldn't wait for me to open this stocking. A corkscrew in it, a bottle opener, and jam jar opener, all sorts of
All
sort of
sorts of
daft
random
things. That's
things.
right. In
I
it.
know. I always, when I'm doing the stockings, I always go to the supermarkets. You can get some random things in the kitchen
yes.
aisle. can't
Yeah,
you?
absolutely. Along with a little bottle of brandy in the bottom as well, which obviously for cooking and medicinal purposes
Medicinal purposes only.
That's right.
Yes. I mean, it's only a mouthful, isn't it?
Yes. But yeah, it just sort of brings back lots of memories, I think, of childhood. And mind you, we used
Well,
to
it's
have
a
it in one of
lovely
my
touch,
dad's
isn't it?
socks, so it was nicer to have a stocking.
And they're not. They're not difficult to make.
No.
But it's about the fabrics, you see. So
Yeah.
if you're using these beautiful plush velvets and furs and stuff, then that makes them really luxurious. But like we were saying, you could just use your Christmas fabrics and go patchwork.
You could, yes. Any sort of, if you've been making some Christmas gifts for people and you've got lots of little bits left over, make sort of little hexes, make some material and then cut it out.
And then,
of
yeah,
that.
so make a bigger piece of
Yeah,
fabric.
that's right.
Put your pattern on and cut it
Yeah.
out. Easy peasy. And once, so you can buy the pattern on its own, you can buy it in the bundles. What's flying out, Ben? Pom-poms on their own. We've got the red one and the white one. I'd like to say I could find that, but...
There is a
You know what, why are
one
you
there.
doing that? I might fold a few things up. Yeah, it looks like that. A big white pom-pom, $1.99. Fabulous.
They're great to have.
Yeah, they look lovely on the hanging tab, don't they?
So before you turn it over, I trim off, I'm not going to because we've not got much time, but I would trim off the interfacing from the seam and just sort of nick it all the way around the curves. So just sort of put little tiny nicks in, or because I'd find that pinking shears are just probably the velvet and the interfacing is just a bit too thick, I find. For
Oh, right,
those. So
okay.
I just put like little nicks in it. And then, but that's especially with the elf stocking, but with the big fireside stocking, you can just put a few nicks in. There we go. So yes, if you had a nice one of our wet Sunday afternoons, you could always make.
Oh, yeah, this is definitely for that, isn't it?
yes,
But it's
maybe.
nice to get it all now, isn't it? Because then you'll actually
yeah.
do it, because if you haven't, you think, oh, when was that stocking pattern?
This is it, yeah.
And all those glorious fabrics.
And you can buy plenty of stockings out in the shop, but they're all just they're the same. They're
Rubbish,
made
they
very
are.
well. They're certainly not lined.
No.
So if you gave somebody one with velvet and line.
Oh, I know. Absolutely glorious.
There we go.
Oh, see, look at these. We've got sequins. We've got all sorts of embellishments. Oh, that's not bad for £1.10, is it?
Again, all your Christmas things, those would be fab for, wouldn't they? So you've got your stocking the right side out, and you've got your lining the
We've
wrong
got
side
every
out.
embellishment that you could ever think of in this show.
Yes.
Honestly.
And I'm going to put my hand inside the lining and push it inside. So there we go. So we've got it together like that. Then match up the seams on here. So you want to just match up the seams and clip all the way around the top. So if you've got time as well, you can just iron those seams out, which makes it a little bit neater.
Okay.
I'm just going to clip round here. So if I clip one side in first, and then clip the other seam in. And you could put a nice bobble on this one as well, if you wanted to. I put the bobbles on the
Oh, okay.
bobbles, but you could put nice.
And we had
white.
pom-pom trim on earlier. That would be nice.
Now,
Like,
I wanted to do it pom-pom trim.
it was like 10-metre
around
rolls
here.
of it. Oh,
So
that
if you
would be
had-
nice.
So on the elf stocking, just see that, if you put some pom-pom trim just round
Oh,
there,
that would be lovely.
look lovely.
And I think less is definitely not more. More is
Christmas-
more.
More is more for Christmas.
Is more
definitely.
when it comes to a Christmas stocking.
Right, how are we doing? And then we want to just clip all the way around here. And then I'd use like a basting stitch or a longer length stitch just to hold those all together whilst I'm putting the fur on it. So we haven't got very long, so instead of doing it, I'm going to tell you. So, as I say, I'd clip that and then take it through. I tend to take the little bed off the machine and use just the free arm so you can get it inside.
Right.
And then just do sort of quite a large stitch. Then I'd say turn it inside out again, but you don't need to turn all the bottom. Just this. Make sure you've got the right side, which is where the stag's head was here, facing you. I've done the fur and I've done some of the gold for the lining. Then we want to clip it on. So, and you need to leave it about an inch above the top here. So as you go around, you will need to clip, pin these on because it's higher. So I'm going to take those off and pretend that I have gone all the way around it. And literally we just pin all the way around here, just leaving a little bit extra over the top here. You'll see why in a minute. I've got my pins here. Looks like a bomb site in here today, doesn't
Yeah,
it?
I'm glad. And there's so much fabric.
I know.
I'm folding it up.
There really some beautiful
very
fabrics
gradually.
on today.
Right, do check the website because we've got so many different choices. We're very limited. Right, let's just run through the kits very quickly.
Right, whilst I'm
So, the red and silver elf stocking kit, there's the picture of it. You get fur and velvet. Over half of the stock is gone, and way more of that is in baskets than we've got. So you have got in total 2.5 metres of fur, satin, velvet, pom-pom, bell, and instructions. It's the most amazing value. $29.99 for luxury speciality fabrics and the instructions and a pom-pom on a bell. We've also got the red and green. Again, you've got 2.5 metres of fabric in total. Very low double figures of that one. So you've got velvet, fur, satin, bell, pom-pom, full instructions for 3 different styles and sizes of stocking. Just $29.99 for that one. Amazing value. Remember, it's all on the website for this, just giving you a stock update for them. The instructions on their own are just $9.99. Brilliant. Loads and loads and loads of those are sold, and I'm not surprised. If you've got it in your basket, you need to get checked out. So we're going to go for a quick break.
Right. So I was just going to stay around there. Then you lift it up and fold it back in.
To the inside.
To the inside.
Marvellous.
So you got that.
It's a triumph.
You could even do the outside.
I'm really impressed you've got that
gown.
much done, actually.
Yes.
In such a short space of time, especially because we've been playing with fabric.
And don't forget to
See
put
you
your-
back here in a couple of minutes. Sandy's going to be showing you how to use the Brother Embroidery Machine, and then we're going to be doing a recap of the Amber Makes Christmas kits. See you back in 3.
Never miss a show by watching on the go with the Sewing Street app. Head over to your App Store now and search Sewing Street and simply download to your smartphone or tablet. You can watch the shows live and see your favourite presenters and guests. Click on the Today button to shop all of the products that are featured in today's show. Want to know what's hot? Then click here to see today's bestsellers and highlights. Have you missed a show or want to watch one back? Then click the schedule button and you can go back 7 days to watch and shop, and you can also see what's coming up over the next 7 days. Want to say hello or ask a question to our guests? Then send a message to the studio. You can also keep in touch with all the latest news, events, product launches and much more by clicking here for our social media pages. Never miss a show by watching on the go with Sewing Street. Did you know that we can deliver to over 20 different countries worldwide, spanning 4 continents from the UK to Australia? Check out our website for the list of countries and delivery costs. Sewing Street, stitching the world together. Did you know at Sewing Street that on various products we offer split pay? That means on certain items, you can spread the cost over 2, 3, 4, or sometimes even 5 interest-free monthly payments. Just pay the first instalment when you purchase and you're away. So shop your way with split pay. Welcome to the Elna 240 Explore, a mechanical sewing machine that really has a lot of upper end features on it that you wouldn't necessarily expect from a machine that was as affordable as this one. You've got a choice of 24 different stitches, including an automatic one-step buttonhole. You've got a needle threader, you've got a range of straight stitches, decorative stitches and stretch stitches too for working with jersey and dancewear. You've got a really strong, reliable build too, and although it's a weighty machine and one that certainly is going to be lovely and stable while you're sewing, it's also portable enough to be able to take to classes, to workshops or to move around your home so you can sew wherever you feel like. Now you have an accessory box at the front of your machine so that you can store your equipment there. This slides off, revealing your free arm for doing things like turning up trousers or adding sleeves to garments. You can also drop the feed dogs, and there's a switch just here for doing that for free motion quilting and free motion applique. Now included with your machine, you've got a number of different feet. You've got the zigzag foot which is attached to your machine, and all of the feet simply click on and drop off with the touch of a button. You've also got a blind hem foot, you've got a fully adjustable zipper foot, an open-toed satin stitch foot, and you've also got your buttonhole foot for working your automatic one-step buttonholes. So it really does cover a lot of different angles. Sturdy, reliable and strong enough to power through thicker fabrics for larger projects like bags or quilt. Now your power cable and foot pedal are combined in one and plug in here at the side. And round here at the front, you can see where you can adjust the stitch length, the stitch width, You've even got a reverse button so that you can sew backwards to reinforce your seams. The Elna 240 Explore is a fantastic, solid, reliable mechanical sewing machine, a brilliant start to your sewing journey, or one that will take you to next levels. The details for buying your Elna Explore 240 are on screen now.
Keep up to date with what's on Sewing Street, as well as all the latest news and special offers by signing up to our email newsletter. Go to sewingstreet.com and scroll down to the bottom of the homepage. Type in your email address and click the envelope. That's it. You'll never miss out on the latest news and special offers ever again.
Shopping with Sewing Street couldn't be easier. You can shop via our website at www.sewingstreet.com, where you can watch our live shows and see all the products from that day. We also have a huge amount of products on our website, from your sewing room essentials to fabrics, sewing machines and much more. You can download and shop on the go with our Sewing Street app. Simply head over to your app store and search Sewing Street. Alternatively, you can contact our UK-based call centre 24 hours a day on 0800 001 4433. Shopping made easy at Sewing Street.
Here at Sewing Street, we only charge 1 P&P throughout the day. You can add as many items to your basket and check out and still only be charged once. Once you've checked out the first time and want to order again, you simply add the item to the basket and click on the Combine Order button. Remember, standard P&P is £4.95. Charges may differ for outside the UK. Or upgrade to our premium option for £6.95 on certain items. Shopping made easy at Sewing Street.
Our UK-based call centre is always on hand to assist you 24 hours a day, 7 days a week.
Every day, our experts will bring you a wealth of knowledge. They'll take you through the steps of making projects, and we feature fabulous tips along the way. Whether you're new to sewing or a seasoned pro, you're sure to learn something new. We're live every day from 8 AM till 1 PM, and you can also watch back all of the demonstrations featured on the show on our YouTube channel.
Welcome back to Sewing Street. Just Sandi was just on the floor. It was really funny. She was on the floor. And here you go. Right. So, Sandi stayed with us to talk about the embroidery machine, but we have a warning. What's the warning, Ben? We haven't seen it since, oh gosh, May. May, that's ages. Yeah. And we only had one. No wonder we haven't seen it then. So we only had one in May. But already we've sold some. Already. And we haven't even demoed it, so we've only got 8 left. And how many have we got? And 7 of those are in baskets. So why do we need an embroidery machine? If you've never heard of one, what does it do?
It will embroider.
So it doesn't, it's not
a sewing machine at all.
It's
just purely an embroidery machine.
Okay.
Some people have a sewing machine that will embroider.
Right.
Which is fine, but I like my sewing machine to sew and I like my embroidery machine to embroider.
Okay.
Because a lot of people, you can put it in, sort of hoop it all up and get it ready and leave it really, but I never do. Because it's like you leave it and there's a little gremlin comes in.
Oh, okay.
We're going to catch you. So I like to I'll set it all up, then I can sew on my sewing machine.
Oh, and
watch this doing it, and then
okay.
It's a bit like a washer dryer. Some people like them join. I
yes,
like them separate because.
But this is a great price, though, isn't it?
It's a fabulous
because
price.
embroidery machines do come at different price points, don't they? I think £5.99 is a great price.
Really is a fabulous price. And it's a good starting price for you as well. So when I went to get my embroidery machine, it was like, and all my family said, you don't need an embroidery machine. I was going to do. I
do, no, definitely, I do, yes.
And, you know, about probably 4 years later on, they're all going, actually, you did need an embroidery machine, didn't you? So, especially when they're going, can you just embroider this on here for me? So yeah, it really is. And this is a great sort of starting point for an embroidery machine.
Okay.
As you say, I mean, some of them they're all electric. I mean, this is an electronic one. It's fine. You've got all the buttons on it and everything. And some are massive, which you don't really need all that unless you're going into...
Unless you've got well, I mean, you could run, you could, if you were personalising things, you could do it with this.
Absolutely.
It's available on 3-way split pay, so it doesn't cost you any more. That's interest-free. All the graphics have just fallen off. Right. So if you want to spread the cost but not pay any extra, we can split it into 3 ways, and it will come up in a minute and tell me what that is. It's back to 5. How has that happened? 5-way split pay. 5-way split pay.
That's really good.
But only for today, because Ben's in. Shh. But Hayley's on holiday.
I know, yes. She'll never know.
She'll never know. She won't be watching. She'll probably at the airport. £119.80. £119.80. Pay that today. Then we will send you the machine and then you pay the other 4 instalments. It won't cost you any more. And it's optional. Some people like to split the cost. Some people don't. It's entirely up to you. But it will only be for today because she doesn't know. It's only supposed to be on 3-way split pay. 5-way split pay, which is amazing.
I would say if you're thinking of getting one, can I just have a drink?
You can. For 100...
Getting one today, get one.
Yes. Sandy's just choking in the corner. She was so overwhelmed, by the fact that it was on 5-way split pay.
Ben, you made me choke.
You made me choke. Right, OK. So we've established it's an amazing price and that you can embroider with it.
And you can embroider with it. And it's all electronic, so it's just like push button. Very easy to use.
OK, so it's not going to...
No, just play with it.
Right,
Don't be frightened of it.
It's not going to go, oh, I can't understand that.
No.
Right, it's quite easy to use.
I'll go roughly. So first of all, switch it on and your little machine will sort of go backwards and forwards and then it's ready.
OK, oh, it's got this funny thing on.
Yeah.